We could have a wrestle back here as Stryker has Farmer down. Elena Sunland is going to pick up the fall for Monticello as she advances with a fall and will await the loser. If we've talked about this true second all day, but if Jack Stryker defeats Luke Farmer, we will have a wrestle back because Farmer and Sunland have not wrestled each other yet today. So it'll be Jack Stryker. He's going to pick up a 2-point near fall. He's going to go 4-0 on Luke Farmer as he's on his back once again. I believe there's the fall. There it is, 108. So a fall of 108. So we will have a wrestle back at 106 pounds.
They had a terrific headlock on Dylan Digman from Wahlert. Once you got that locked up, I tell you what, that was history. And I tell you, so that's going to be a very interesting match there. As Sunland came into the tournament, she's won 15 matches, and that will be a wrestle back at 106 for the winner of that to go to the district tournament. So a great job there by Elena Sunman. And again, Luke Farmer running into number 8 ranked Jack Stryker from Monticello, losing by a fall. Or Mount Vernon. So Stryker will move on as the sectional champ, and we'll wait for the runner-up at 106.
He's not ranked.
He's not ranked anymore. Okay. He was ranked in all the earlier, probably after last week's WAMAC. He finished 6th at the WAMAC. Weight class 113 now. We see Chase Lewensman from Monticello taking on Ryan Clark from Mount Vernon. And out earlier is Lewensman on a double leg takedown on Clark to go up 2-0. The match in front of us for 3rd and 4th place, it's Evan Woods from West Delaware taking on Liam Dolehide from Wahlert Catholic, and it's 0-0 with 1:25 left to go in this match. In this first period.
And over on mat number 2, still underway, Evan Woods and Liam Dolehide of Dubuque Wahlert, and it's Woods in on a shot on Dolehide. Dolehide's going to put in a whizzer and fight down, and now a dump attempt there it is. There's a 2-point takedown for Evan Woods. He's got to try to get his hips up as he gets a little high, and now he's going to come around the backside, and he's going to cover up Dolehide and cover after the 2. He had the 2-point takedown already as Dolehide tried coming around the backside and picking up a reversal, and now a tilt attempt by Woods. He's going to pick up near fall as he just went with the ball and chain tilt, as now he's got to get his hips back up. He's going to pick up 2 on the near fall, and he'll go up 4-0. Nice job there by Evan Woods.
Well, Jamie, that could have gone either way. Dolehide had that double underhook in, and on that roll through, he almost had the double spur in on Woods, but give the freshman credit for hugging the hips of Dolehide and staying on top. He's up 4-0. Down in the championship match, it's a 1-point escape by Ryan Clark. It's now 2-1 with 39 seconds left to go, period 1. Again, mat 1 is the championship. Mat number 2 in front of us is 3rd and 4th, and we'll keep these together as we go through. Woods up on top, riding tough, 19 seconds, doing a great job applying pressure forward, making Dolehide carry his weight. Woods trying to hit that tilt again on Dolehide. Got to be careful as he got a little high. Dolehide rolls through. Woods comes out with a front headlock. No points. It looks like it's going to be a 1-point escape by Dolehide as the first period comes to a conclusion. It's 4-1 now as Woods got a little high and loose with that tilt. And Dolehide picked up a 1-point escape. Woods is going to choose neutral. I think Coach Lenz there in the corner is afraid of the length. Dolehide very tall and lanky here. Woods did a nice job getting to the legs. Dolehide now trying to snap Woods down. Woods doing a good job fighting hands. 148 and counting. Inside tie now by Woods. Woods trying to set up that fireman's carry again. Had good success with it first period to pick up a 2-point takedown off of it. Over on mat number 1, the championship, Lewensman from Monticello will choose down and pick up a 1-point escape, so he'll go up quickly 3-1 off that 6-second escape. And Ryan Clark now back to neutral. Front headlock now by Dolehide on Woods. And Woods drops in on a double. But off the edge of the mat as he tries to get his head to the outside and dump Dolehide. Dolehide finds the white line. That was a good shot by the freshman from West Delaware. Again, these matches are huge as our team scores tightened up. Mount Vernon in the lead, 172, West Delaware 157. And lurking now in third place is Wahlert Catholic, only 13 points behind the Hawks. So the Hawks' wins have got to be crucial here, especially on these head-to-head matches. Woods trying to snap the head of Dolahide down. Dolahide with the retide. Woods dives in on a double. He goes belly down. Got to get his knees back up, and off the edge of the mat goes Dolahide as he tries to hit a go-behind. 4-3 now is our score on mat number 1, Clark and Lewensman. Lewensman comes back to the center very slowly. Clark now hustling, trying to control that head of Lewensman from Monticello. Monticello, Lewensman with a long shot. There's a reshot by Clark. Hard whizzer by Lewensman. Clark now with 2 hands. Clark with 2 hands on the single now. Go behind by Lewensman, and he's going to pick up a 2-point takedown.
In on a shot is Evan Woods here on the edge of the mat. I don't think he's going to get it. They're going to go out of bounds. So Dolahide's going to fight off the mat. It's still a 4-1 lead for Evan Woods. And you know what? Every one of these matches right now is every one of these matches becomes more important in that team race. You know, West Delaware and Wahlert, they could fight this out, trying to get to the regional duels, and that's what West Delaware is here to do, is try to get into a regional duel.
Well, you're exactly right. And anytime you got a head-to-head match like we do in front of us, it's a big bonus. Plus, you're trying to get a wrestle back. Woods is hoping for a Clark win down there for a wrestle back. Clark right now is down 6-3. Dolahide is hoping for a Lewensman win and a win here in front. So Woods will go down as Dolahide chooses up. You got to be thinking the legs are coming with this length of Dolahide from Wahlert Catholic. Here comes a crossbody ride. There's a half Nelson by Dolahide. Woods is going to peel the half Nelson off. And I'll tell you what, Jamie Vasky, you got to keep your head up. Got to keep your hips down. Got to keep good hand control if you're Evan Woods underneath. There's Dolahide gets real high with the legs. Woods is trying to stack Dolahide up. He couldn't reach up and grab the head. Head's looking right at him. If Evan Woods could take his right hand and grab the head of Dolahide, I think he could pull him underneath. As Dolahide gets very high with the legs, inside wrist now by Dolahide. Woods working some hand control. Trying to peel a claw right now by Dolahide. Dolahide now with the tilt on Woods. Trying to put the crossbody right in. He's got to scoot his hips back into Dolahide, then high leg over. Pacific and hip heist. Woods trying to hip heist on Dolahide. He's got to get that bottom leg free. As
there it is. Get the fall here.
Woods up on top. He's got to clear his legs and tee out on Dolahide. He's got to drive through. Dolahide now with the reverse half Nelson on Woods. He's going to try to throw Woods to his back. He's got Woods on his back. There's the fall. Oh, boy, Jamie Vasky. That's a sad one right there. Evan Woods had to kick that leg free. He couldn't get that leg free and get out to a tee. Dolahide underhooked him, rolled him to his back, and won by a fall. Dolahide will win by a fall, and right now we might have another wrestle back. Woods will finish in 4th place here today. Oh, boy, that's one you taste, Jamie, and then it goes from a sweet taste to a very, very bitter taste in your mouth. And Lewensman, you got to settle. The freshman from West Delaware is just a fraction of inches kicking that leg free and teeing out, getting the fall. Instead, he got thrown to his back, and I'll tell you, when he got on his back, it was tight.
It was, and it was a pretty quick fall to call for our official. Like you said, it was tight enough to where he knew right when he made that call that it was going to be that was tight enough. So if Lunsman wins here, they will be a wrestle back with Clark and Dolahide. So.
Well, there's 30 seconds left to go, and Lunsman now is up 6-3, riding tough as he's got Clark belly down and riding some inside wrists, and we're going to be off the edge of the mat, back to the center with 22.9 seconds left to go. So Chase Lunsman trying to go to 27-3 and be your sectional champ. Ryan Clark, the sophomore from Mount Vernon, trying to find a way to dent that offense as Lunsman's very tough on top. There's a knee slide to a stand-up by Clark, a nice tight waist chop by Lunsman. He's a very big 113-pounder. He kind of dwarfs the sophomore from Mount Vernon. 8 seconds left to go, and Lunsman tries to dig a chicken wing on the right side, and that's going to do it. It's going to be a 6-3 win for Chase Lunsman from Monticello. He'll be your sectional champ, and we will have a wrestle back with Clark and Dolahide from Wahlert Catholic. at weight class 113. Well, we're going to move up to weight class 120. We got another Donnybrook for you here in the championship side. Well, we've got Ryan Phillips from West Delaware taking on Grant Hager from Beckman Catholic. I think this is the third time these guys have wrestled in the second half of the season, and I think it's 2-1 now in favor of Phillips, and they have been just dog fights. Every time they wrestle, there's a front headlock to a cross knee pick by Phillips, and Hager steps down, puts a little bit of weight on that right leg. The third and fourth place match has Alex Hinchin from Waller taking on Connor Bilden from Mount Vernon. There's a long shot by Hager. Phillips is trying to get his hips up on top and put a cross body right in. His hips are sitting on the mat. That's what got him into trouble before, as he got his hips down with trying to put a leg in. There's a 2-point takedown now for Grant Hager. And I'm telling you what, Hager on top is brutal. He does a great job controlling the hips. Jamie, we talked about that last weekend. As Beckman Catholic, once they got on top, they did a great job grinding and controlling your hips.
Oh, they really did. And, that's you've got to be able to create some space if you're going to wrestle Beckman and be underneath the Beckman. So that's what that's what Phillips has to do here. He's got to create that space and try to get that space and get up to his feet.
Well, there's a chicken wing by Hager on the left side. Then he traps the left wrist. He's got a tilt situation. Phillips wiggles his left arm out of the chicken wing. There's going to be a fall with Bilden winning by a fall from Mount Vernon. So back to action we go. A Hager win here will give us our third wrestle back in a row, Jamie Vasky. We just talked about not many matches so far in this tournament, but we've got a couple wrestle backs. There's Hager up on top, riding parallel, and Phillips trying to get his hips up and out. Now here comes a chicken wing again by Hager. He's got a chicken wing in on the left side. He's got it dug in deep. Now a tilt attempt by Hager. He's got Phillips going to his back. Phillips trying to fight off his back. 3 seconds left to go. And that's going to do it for period number one with Grant Hager. So Hager's a sophomore, Phillips is a sophomore. Then you go up to 145, and Mangold is a sophomore, and Feldman is a sophomore from Beckman Catholic. So these matches, Jamie, the next couple of years could, if these guys stick together weight by weight, could be brutal.
Yeah, they really could. There's been a lot of good ones between, like you said, Hager, Phillips, and Feldman and Mangold in just 2 years' time. And then, like you said, if they stay together and they continue climbing the weight classes together, there's going to be a lot of on the edge of your seat type of wrestling.
Well, Hager starts with a long switch on Phillips. Phillips has a cradle on Hager. I'm not sure he's going to be able to turn Hager to his back. Hager reaches down and grabs the right leg of Ryan Phillips. And now Phillips has the cradle locked up. He's trying to kick his leg free. He's very high with the cradle. Now Hager works his arm out. We'll see what Phillips can do with this. I think he's going to have to bust the cradle and jump sides. He is. He breaks the cradle, jumps sides. And he doesn't give up any points. So he got himself in a precarious situation there for a minute. Now he gets high riding. Hager takes that right arm out and over his head. He's got hand control on Phillips. Phillips jumps to the backside with a tight waist and now hooks the ankle. A little bit better position for Ryan Phillips to be in, although he doesn't have his right arm back because Hager has it controlled. 51 seconds left to go. Second period. Again, Hager with that late first period takedown. Phillips up on top, riding tough, that Augsburg ride, and we're going to get a stalemate. That's what we call a stalemate there. So Hager will get a new start as Phillips will ride the right side. Start on the right, goes to a claw ride. Spiral ride, claw ride. Did a good job staying behind the arms of Hager. Hager is very good at controlling hands underneath. 33 seconds left to go. And there's a chicken wing by Phillips. He gets high. Hager windmills out of the chicken wing. It's going to be a 1-point escape by Hager. Hager now with the front headlock on Phillips. Phillips tries a short drag out of it. 17 seconds left to go. Hager with an ankle pick now on Phillips. Phillips has to put weight on that left ankle. Phillips with a short drag on Hager. Let's see if he can get the corner caught. Tries to get the corner on Hager. There's a 2-point takedown now by Phillips with 3 seconds left. Hager tries to work his way out of it, and it's 3-2, and it's going to be Phillips' choice to start the third.
What a flurry of action at the end of that match. I tell you what, Ryan Phillips, after giving up the escape and going down 3-0, he comes back in, and that was a huge takedown for Ryan Phillips at the end of that second period.
So now he's going to choose down. He had trouble getting free of Hager once Hager got on top. So I looked at the coaches in both corners there, Coach Voss and Coach Phillips, and it said both go down. And I'm telling you what, Jamie, Hager is brutal on top. Does a great job controlling hips. And Phillips will have to find some way to get his hips to create some space. Brian Phillips belly down right in the center of the mat, and let's see, we're going to get stalling on green. Stalling on green as Hager riding parallel. And there's the restart. There's a switch by Phillips. He leaves his left arm behind. A nice tight waist chop by Hager has Phillips back belly down, 123 and counting. Phillips needs 1 point to tie it. Hager's going to continue to ride tough on top. Sits over their left ankle. Now he bumps Phillips forward as Phillips got up to all fours. Tight waist. Now we're going to get stalling against Phillips. Stalling against both. 107 and counting. Inside wrist now. Here comes that chicken wing by Hager as he scoops the left arm. He's going to try to tilt Phillips up. And Phillips has some work to do to get that left arm back. As Hager reaches back, he's got the wrist and he's got a wing. Both on the left arm. He's going to try to tilt Phillips. He's going to pick up 2 here.
Oh, he's going to get 3.
He might get 3 now as Phillips tried to roll out of it in a scramble situation. Now Phillips is going to try to come out on top. He got 3 near fall. Scramble situation. Now Phillips tries to come through the legs of Hager. 30 seconds. Phillips is going to try to turn this into 2. If he reaches up and grabs the head of Hager, he might have a drive cradle. You can't feel that. He's got to pull his head out. His head is trapped between the legs of Grant Hager. Hager hanging on to the waist of Phillips. Phillips is going to pick up 2, but I think it's going to be too little too late. 12 seconds left to go as Phillips takes a peek at the clock. Now a hard chop, hard crossface. And it's going to be a Grant Hager win unless Phillips tries to turn him over here. It's going to be a 1-point escape by Hager, 7-4. So I got another wrestle back at 120 with Phillips. Phillips from West Delaware going to take on Connor Bilden in that wrestle back at 120. Yeah, we knew that was going to be a great match, and it was. Now we're going to move to weight class 126. And we've got in the third place in the championship match, we got Morgan Rowley from Anamosa taking on Mason Gillahan from West Delaware. All area, 3 out of 4 are area wrestlers. In the consolation match, we have Michael Rolling from Beckman Catholic taking on Andrew Wall from, no we don't, that's Akers, Garrett Akers from Mount Vernon. Well, Jamie, you got Morgan Rowley, a fine junior, taking on a freshman that's never been in this position before. So we'll see what Mason Gillahan has in store here as he tries to advance that district. There's a snap down Rowley with a front headlock on Gillahan. Gillahan trying to work his way out of it. He does. He gets out of the front headlock. He's got to keep that right elbow down. He does. And Rowley's going to snap and drag Gillahan behind to put in a leg. Short drag by Rowley as he scores the first point. Now puts the double leg in on Gillahan, the power half Nelson. Russell back. It's scoreless, 0-0. We're watching that. A rolling win. A rolling win combined with a Gillahan win would be our fourth Russellback. Crossbody ride by Rowley. He's going to try to throw Gillahan on his back. He momentarily gets a 2 count. Now Rowley's going to end up in a headlock. He's got Mason Gillahan in a headlock. It might be a fall here for Morgan Rowley as he's got that headlock locked up tight. He's out around the head of Gillahan. 27 seconds left to go. Gillahan trying to keep that right shoulder up. There's the fall right there in 138. Rowley will win by a fall in 138. Now check the match out in front of us with Michael Rolling and Garrett Akers. And 0-0 after 1. And it's going to be Akers' choice, I believe. And he's going to choose down. Garrett Akers from Mount Vernon, a sophomore at 5-20, taking on Michael Rolling from Beckman, a sophomore at 7-27. Again, third and fourth place matches. We have 3 wrestlebacks so far in the first 3 weights. There's a reversal by Akers. Could be a 4th wrestleback here, as Akers has Rolling on his back. Didn't get the fall. He picked up 3 near fall. Hard cross face by Akers. And he's going to put Rolling in a cross face cradle and lock him up. No back points yet, as Rolling with a strong leg kick there breaks the grip of Garrett Akers. And back to his belly goes. 5-0, 1:17 left to go. Hard cross face now by Akers. Maybe he's trying to set up a butcher. I think he is. He's got Rolling going to his back. He's got a butcher loaded up. Picking up some back points there. Now he tries to tee out. He does. Headlock finish now by Akers as Rolling is on his back. Akers trying to readjust. 54 seconds left to go. And Rolling with a high bridge is going to try to roll out of it. Akers is going to try to jump sides and tee out. And Rolling's going to find his belly again. So no fall there by Akers, but a 3-point near fall, making the score 8-0 with 34 seconds left to go in period number 2. So the possibility of our 4th wrestleback, Jamie. Sometimes you don't see any wrestlebacks, and we are on the cusp of having our 4th wrestleback in a row.
Yeah, and I tell you what, like you said, you don't hardly see any, and then all of a sudden here in this first one, that the first 4 weights we could have 4 wrestlebacks, just like you said. It's just sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, and this is a situation where it's just happening to work out that way.
I've got a stalemate. So on the restart, Rolling will choose down. Nice stand up by Michael Rolling, trying to split the hands of Akers. He's going to turn and face Akers. Akers will drive him off the mat. 4 seconds left to go. Championship match at 132. Justin Light from Mount Vernon will take on Hayden Smith from Anamosa. And stand up again by Rolling. The front trip by Akers. And let's see, his choice is going to be green. He's going to take top. So that'll be Michael Rolling will take top and ride Akers. And there's the go. There's the whistle. Rolling up on top, right in tight waist. He's a little high with the tight waist. And as he gets a little bit high, Akers is going to reach up, grab his head, and pull him underneath for a 1-point escape. He'll turn and face him for a 1-point escape. Now the score is 9-0. As Garrett Akers, 5-20, trying to get himself in position for a wrestleback. We'll see if that happens here. .118 and counting. There's a nice job right there. Nice job by Akers. High crotch to a double, to a back trip. Now he's got a half Nelson in on Rolling. Might be a fall. Rolling's going to find the edge of the mat with a high bridge. He's off the mat right now. Akers will have to pull him back in. Akers is going to try to pull him back in, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens right here at the end of the period. Now he tries to load up a cradle and off the edge of the mat, so he gets a 2-point near fall. 2-point near fall by Garrett Akers makes the score 13-0. Looking for a technical fall. Get an Akers win here. An Akers win here would give us our 4th wrestleback, and he's on his way. He's 31 seconds away. Now he's got that butcher locked up again. He's got Rolling going to his back. Could be a fall. There it is. That's going to be an Akers fall, Jamie Vasky, and that will be our 4th wrestleback. So Gillahan Gillihan and Akers will wrestle back at 126 for the ticket to get to Maquoketa next week in that wrestleback. So 4 weights done, 4 wrestlebacks.
Absolutely. Like you said, these wrestlebacks keep piling up here. There's 4 of them to this point. Now we move up to weight class 132. It's going to be, in the championship match, it's going to be Hayden Smith from Anamosa taking on Justin Light of Mount Vernon. And in the third place match, it'll be Brad Roush of West Delaware taking on C.J. Lang of Wahlert.
This is another head-to-head match here with West Delaware and Wahlert. Wahlert has closed the gap a little bit. Now it's down to 8 points. So anytime you got a head-to-head match here, Roush is trying to work a 2-point takedown, trying to set up a cradle. He missed the cradle. He had C.J. Lang dead to rights with a drive cradle and missed locking it up. And Lang found the edge of the mat, so we got to go back and restart it. That was a great shot. That was a great shot by Brad Roush. Again, Roush trying to make the most of his last tournament he'll wrestle in as a West Delaware Hawk. Justin Light with a 2-point takedown on Hayden Smith. Light, the senior from Mount Vernon, and Smith, the freshman from Anamosa. Front headlock now by Brad Roush. He's good in this position. We've seen him score, seen him win a lot of matches, but a short drag now by Lang, and now a whip short drag by Lang. Picks up the 2 on Brad Roush. So again, you're just inches from big moves and big points. Now Roush with his head down. Here comes a cradle attempt by Lang. Lang Jr. at 20 and 14. Lang gets a little high riding. Roush reaches up and grabs the right arm. Got to get his head up. Brad Roush doing a lot of wrestling with his head down. He's going to try to turn and face Roush. Lang reaches back and picks up the near ankle, and then comes with a cross face. And Roush has to peel the cross face off. Justin Light on mat number 1 now with a cross face cradle on Hayden Smith. He's going to pick up a 3-point near fall. He will go up 5-0. Here comes a cradle by Lang. Lang's got Roush on his back. Going to be another opportunity for the Wahlert Catholic Golden Eagles to close the gap on the West Delaware Hawks as Lang, with 8 seconds left to go, Lang's got that cradle in tight. Roush with his left shoulder up. 2 seconds left. Referee looking down close. And that's going to do it right there. It's going to be a 3-point near fall for C.J. Lang. Roush with an opportunity here. He's going to defer over to Lang. He's down 5-0. Lang will choose down. Hawks 8 points ahead of Wahlert Catholic right now. And Beckman making pushing the pace here. 17 points out of second. Mount Vernon's going to run away with this up to 191. Nobody will be able to catch that. But it's for that second place. To wrestle in the team duels next Tuesday. Got C.J. Lang now on a butcher. He's got Brad Roush in a butcher. It's going to be a 2-point reversal. So no back points, but he's still got the left arm of Brad Roush trapped. Looking for some back points. Roush is going to have to find his stomach, and he does. Again, bonus points are huge. Pins are huge. Pins are worth 2. 2 and 2 for advancement. Power half Nelson now by C.J. Lang. Roush has to keep his head up. 109, short stand up by Roush. Lang's going to put in a cross body ride now and drive Roush back forward. On the championship match, it's 6-0 in favor of Justin Light from Mount Vernon over Hayden Smith. A Lang win and a Smith win. There would be no wrestleback here. Or yes, there would be a wrestleback here. A Lang win and a Light win, no wrestleback. Justin Light taking a little time out there. Not sure if he hit his head or what, but he's taking an injury timeout. Coach Light coming to the mat to check him out. Now 1:37 left. Back to action we go in the consolation match. It's a half Nelson on the right, inside wrist on the left by Lang, trying to tilt Brad Roush to his back. Now far side half Nelson by Lang. He's got a cross body right in on the right side. Far side half Nelson. Roush trying to wrestle, trying to find a way to create some space. Here comes a cradle by Lang. He's got it locked up. And hand control now by Roush. 12 seconds left to go. Roush needs something big here. Tries to split the hands of Lang, and Lang's going to pull him back on top of him, and Roush will roll back to his stomach. Second period over. We'll go to the third period. And Roush will take up. 1 point escape by Light. It's now 7-0. Now 7-0 in the championship match. Now a 2-point takedown by Hayden Smith makes it 7-2 with 55 seconds left. There's a chicken wing by Roush. Oh, let go of the chicken wing. Went to a hard cross face. He had the chicken wing on the left. Now he's got a cradle locked out. Let's see if he can lock the cradle up. Roush is deadly in this position. He's got Lang in a cradle. He's got Lang in a cross face cradle. Brad Roush. There's the fall. Flat the mat. That's got to be a fall there. Roush has a cross-face cradle in on Lang. Lang trying to punch his right. Oh, there's the fall! There's the fall by Brad Roush. Roush with the fall, trying to set up a wrestleback. We said he was deadly in that position. Down 7-0, Jamie. That was huge right there.
It really was, and that's a senior stepping up and trying to get his team into the regional duel and keep them in this team race here. Great job there by Brad Roush.
Well, we're 1 period away from having. We're 1 period away from having a wrestleback. Could be a fall right there at the end of the second period. It is. I'm not sure if it was a fall. I think they're going to count it. They're going to count it. There's Light with a fall. So we'll have our 5th wrestleback, Jamie Vasky. So Smith from Anamosa and Brad Roush. Roush will get a chance. And, Jamie, that's what you talk about. You just want a chance. You want a chance. Brad Roush has a chance now. We'll see what he can do with it.
Absolutely, as he's going to take on Hayden Smith in that wrestleback. So, again, another wrestleback. So all of them that we've had, 5 wrestlebacks so far here through the first 5 weights.
Well,
the other we talk about that. The other sectional that this sectional will meet up with through 4 weights has not had one. So that's just kind of the comparison here. And up here at 138 pounds, the championship match, it'll be Jake Raker from Beckman taking on Tony Garcia of Mount Vernon. Wrestleback match, it'll be Cole Engel of West Delaware taking on Mitchell Engelbart of Anamosa.
Well, these two have wrestled a couple of times, and right now, Engel in on a single, but a quarter Nelson by Engelbart. Might have Engel going to his back. Engel keeps a hold of the leg, the right leg, way too long. That's going to be a 2-point takedown by Engelbart. And Engel is on, Cole Engel on his back. So he's got to try to find his way back to his stomach. This is huge for points for the West Delaware Hawks in the championship match against Tony Garcia. That's going to be a great match. And Engelbart now up on top. He's got a 3-point near fall out of that, so he is up 5-0 on the junior from West Delaware. Engelbart, the freshman from Anamosa. There's a half Nelson by Engelbart. He's got Engel going to his back. That's going to put the double spur in. This could be it. Engelbart's got it locked up. And that could be it for Engel, as Engelbart's trying to scoop that far leg around the head. He's got it in deep. And that's the fall right there in 131. So Engelbart will get 3rd for sure. Cole Engel will have to settle for 4th today, going 0-2 on the day. And Jake Raker with a fall, or Jake Raker with a 2-point takedown. He takes the lead now, 3-2. It was a Garcia takedown. And a Raker escape. Then a Raker takedown, making it 3-2 with 16 seconds left to go. So Mitchell Engelbart from Anamosa is hoping for a Tony Garcia win here, and to get his shot at a wrestleback. 9 seconds left to go. Raker up on top, right in a spiral ride on Garcia. Again, we've talked about how tough the Beckman Blazers are on top, and they just do a fantastic job controlling hips.
Oh, they really do, and that's you can tell that in just the way they wrestle almost every match. When they get on top, you're going to have to really work to get out from underneath of them, and that's one thing that they've shown that they can do here early. We saw it last week at Womack, and we're seeing it here early on.
Well, second period, that's going to be a Raker escape. It's now 4-2. The top seed, 32-5, 33-5 is Jake Raker. He got in the championship with a 1:08 fall over Cole Engel from West Delaware. Long single shot now by Raker, and he's going to back trip. He's going to bump Garcia to his hip and try to cover him up with a double. And Garcia doing a good job scrambling, stuffing the head of Raker. Now Garcia reaches down and picks up the near ankle, tries to stuff the head of Raker. Raker is still going to maintain control of the right leg of Tony Garcia. And we're probably going to get a stalemate here. The referee's going to let him wrestle here. There's the stalemate right there. You let him go for a fair amount of time. You don't know with all these scramble positions that you're in today. You just don't know. Sometimes you don't know how long to let him go. 1:05 left to go, second period, 4-2. There's a long single shot by Raker. Gets overextended. Garcia's going to hit him with a 2-point takedown with the go-behind short drag. So Raker shot from a long distance away. Might be a 2-point reversal by Raker as he gets to his feet, then quickly turns into Garcia. Gets his right hand out. Now he's going to wrap around both legs of Garcia and pick up a 2-point reversal. Now he'll go up 6-4.
And nice job there by Raker. Quickly getting back in and taking a lead here with short time, about 30 seconds left to go in the second period. That's a great effort there by Jake Raker.
Spiral ride now by Raker, controlling the hips of Garcia. Garcia, the senior, coming in 12-11, had 11-2 major decision over Mitchell Engelbart to get here. And Engelbart's hoping for a Garcia win. But Raker up on top, something to say about it here with an inside wrist. Spiral ride, now far side half Nelson by Raker. Got a cross body ride in on the left side, and the second period is going to end. A lot of good action here. A lot of sound, fundamental wrestling. And Garcia's choice, he'll choose neutral to go to the third period. And probably a wise choice for him as he has not had an answer to the ride of Jake Raker. There's a long single shot by Garcia. Nice down block by Raker. He's got his hips down to the mat. He's got his laces down. Great position. Now he's stuffing the head of Garcia. He's got a quarter Nelson on Garcia. Trying to go from right to left. And Garcia is keeping that head posted on the mat, trying to find an angle to attack the right leg of Raker. We'll get a stalemate. 1:33 and counting. Third period. Championship match, 1:38. Class 2A sectional here at West Delaware High School, Seedorf Gymnasium. Mount Vernon in control, solid 200 team points here. West Delaware in second. A dogfight, 8 points ahead of Wahlert. So a dogfight for that number 2 spot, and lurking in the shadows is Beckman Catholic. So track wrestling does a nice job of keeping those totals up and running. So we can kind of spy those as this tournament continues. 6-4 is our score here with Jake Raker up. 1:08 to go, third period. Garcia's choice, he chose neutral. There's a long double shot by Garcia. Down block again by Raker. Raker now stuffing the head of Garcia, trying to hit a go behind, trying to find an edge. Raker now has the right ankle of Garcia, and he's going to short drag around, hit a go behind, and cover the hips up. He'll cover the hips up of Garcia and pick up 2. It's 8-4 now, and back on top he goes. Tight waist, crowding Garcia. Garcia up on all fours. Spiral ride by Raker. Raker will go from left to right now, inside wrist, picks up the near ankle, drives Garcia. Garcia up, turns into Raker, and Raker will switch off to a double and drive Garcia off. 25 seconds. A Raker win here. There will be no wrestle back at 1:38. Engelbart with a fall over Cole Engel in that consolation match. 20 seconds and counting. Again, a hard spiral ride by Raker as he goes right to left. There's a knee slide to a stand-up by Garcia. Garcia trying to split the hands of Raker. Raker hanging on for dear life. A front trip. Drives Garcia back down, and that'll do it. 8-4 win by Jake Raker. So Jake Raker will be your sectional champ here. Tony Garcia will be the runner-up, and there'll be no wrestleback. No wrestleback at 138. So a fine match there. Then we're going to go to weight class 145 now, where we're going to have another outstanding match for you in the championship. Where it's going to be Paul Ryan from Mount Vernon taking on Mitchell Mangold. And in the consolation, you've got Jackson Feldman, taking on Shaden Lane from Wahlert Catholic. There's a double leg takedown by Ryan as he sits Mangold on his backside. And Jamie, Paul Ryan has just been able to always find a way to get that, to break that defense of Mitch Mangold.
He certainly has, and it's now Mitchell's got to go to work. That's kind of been, like you said, the one thorn in Mitchell's side against Paul Ryan is just not able to stop that shot that he comes in with.
Well, he's going to pick up a 1-point escape here as Ryan basically cut him loose. Ryan 29-9 on the year, having a great season, as in Mangold. Mangold 35-4, having a great season. His 40th match of the year. Championship, or the consolation match, no score yet between Feldman and Shaden Lane from Wahlert Catholic. Mangold with a high crotch on Ryan, misses its mark. He has to underarm spin out of it. Boy, a great shot there by Mangold. Nice movement by Ryan, and that's what you would expect out of two. Jamie, look, you got in this weight class, you got 4 sophomores. This tough weight bracket is all sophomores. So unbelievable amount of talent here. Unbelievable amount of talent here at weight class 145. All right, back to action. We got a headgear malfunction. We got that taken care of. Now we're going back to work. 43 seconds. 2-point takedown for Ryan and a 1-point escape by Mangold. Mitch Mangold pulling out the classic singlets for the West Delaware Hawks.
Keith Thompson's favorite singlets.
There you go. Yes, indeed.
Not his favorite singlets. He wasn't a big fan of these, the digital camouflage singlets that they wear, them orange little camouflage singlets.
Jackson Feldman with the 2-point takedown on Lane. With 5 seconds left to go. We got 12 seconds left to go on mat number 1. It's 2-1. Mitch Mangold doing a fantastic job so far. He gave up that early takedown, but not letting. There's a high crotch attempt by Mangold as time expires. Let's see whose choice is going to be. It's going to be Ryan's choice. He's going to go down. Ryan will go down. So it'll be Mangold's choice when it comes to the third period. Have to fix the clock up there. Got 8 minutes on the clock. As we started under there, Mitch Mangold got a clock malfunction on mat number 2. Tripod stand up by Ryan. Mitch Mangold's going to pick him up and drive him back down. Mangold is tough in this position. If he can keep it close here, maybe be down 1 or 2. There's a stand up by Ryan. Mangold's going to drop down, pick up an inside single. Mangold's going to back trip, standing switch attempt by Ryan, and back off the edge of the mat they go, back to the center. Great action by both wrestlers, all four wrestlers out here in front of us right now. Just some solid, fundamental, hard-nosed, tough wrestling. For Jackson Feldman with a with a standing switch, and I think he's going to pick up a 1-point escape. There's a 1-point escape by Feldman. He'll go up now 3-0. Mangold now tries to set up a cradle on Ryan. It gets high. I think Ryan's going to stand and face him. Mangold's going to try to front trip him back down to the mat, and Ryan finds a handle and turns and faces Mangold for the 1-point escape. Now it's 3-1. So 2-point takedown here by Mangold will tie this thing up. And Paul Ryan, something to say about that. Ryan with an underhook. Mangold with an overhook on the right side of Ryan. 2-point takedown by Feldman. Now he goes up 5-0. So he's got the momentum going here in the consolation match. Feldman hoping for a Mangold win. That would get him a wrestle back. 36 seconds left to go, second period. 36 seconds to go, second period. Neutral in the championship match, 3-1 in favor of Paul Ryan from Mount Vernon. Ryan is 30-9. Mangold 35-4. Both these guys wrestling their 40th match. There's that low single shot by Ryan, got in deep. I tell you what, he does a super job of doing that. Then he's going to cut across to a double. Mangold with some fancy footwork there. Mangold, I don't know how he got out of it. I'll tell you what, unbelievable how he got out of that. A great shot by Ryan, fancy footwork by Mangold, worked his way out of it. As Feldman has Lane from Waller Catholic on his back, looking for a fall here with 16 seconds left to go. Could be a fall. He'll try to sit up. He's got a double chicken wing in, and there's the fall. Feldman will win by a fall. So Feldman will win by a fall, so he's hoping for Mitch Mangold third period comeback here. Mangold is down 3-1. Mangold now with the tripod stand-up. Hard spiral ride, claw ride by Ryan. He's going to chop that right arm of Mangold. Mangold will split the hands, and we're going to neutral, 3-2. 3-2 we go. Neutral position. A couple of cat quick wrestlers. There's that long shot by Ryan. Mangold's going to stuff the head of Ryan. And a short drag by Ryan. That gave him fits last time they wrestled. Oh, they gave him two there. That gave Mitch Mangold fits. The last two times they've wrestled, every time Mangold's got in that front headlock position, Ryan has been able to short drag out of it. So now it's a 5-2 lead for the sophomore from Mount Vernon. Mangold's going to try to get back to his feet. He's still in this match. 120 and counting. Mangold up on all fours now, gets to his feet. There's a 1-point escape, 5-3 now. Takedown by Mangold will tie it. So we'll see what he's got left. See what he's got left to him. Maybe a shot of some sort. Ryan's every shot that he has taken has hit the mark. There's a sweep single attempt by Mangold, but an easy down block by Ryan as he goes front headlock. 48 seconds left to go. Front headlock now by Ryan. He reaches back and grabs the the right ankle of Mitch Mangold. Tries to pull him onto the mat. And no points as they go off the edge. Paul Ryan just cat quick, cagey. He just had the number. This will be the third time. Mitch Mangold has 4 losses. 2 of those losses have been to Paul Ryan. So Ryan has had his number of late. Here's 30 seconds left to go in the match. Mitch Mangold will need a shot of some sort, but maybe take it to overtime. He's got 22 seconds left to go. Paul Ryan now with a short drag attempt. Mangold with an underhook. 15 seconds left to go. I'm not sure Mitch knows how much time's left. Ryan's going to wrestle him on the edge of the mat. There's a drop-in single by Ryan. Off the edge they go. 8 seconds. Got time for one good shot here. If you're Mitch Mangold, if you're Paul Ryan, you got to move around now. We'll see what Mitch says. Long shot on the whistle. Nice front headlock by. That's going to be a 2-point takedown. Mangold tried to throw him. It's going to be a 2-point takedown. 7-3 as they gave that takedown to him. So Ryan will win 7-3. Mangold will be your runner-up. No wrestle back at weight class 145. So your district qualifiers, Paul Ryan and Mitchell Mangold. So Jamie, another great match. Mitch Mangold picked up his 5th loss, but 3 of those losses are now to Paul Ryan.
Yeah, and that could see that match again next week. Is one of the guys we thought we would see in that. One of the guys we thought we would see in that bracket next week, Baylor Krieger from Comanche, did not wrestle today in that other sectional. So I'm not sure if he was injured, didn't make weight, or what the deal was with Baylor Krieger from Comanche. But Mitchell not in. He was would have been the only ranked wrestler in at 145 pounds in this entire district, and did not wrestle today. So I'm not sure. Not sure the reason for that, but it'll be Mitchell Mangold going as a runner-up and Paul Ryan as the champion. And in the championship over there was Austin Beaver from West Liberty and Lucas Davison from Macokota. So could see that match again next week with Mangold and Ryan.
Well, we've got a good match in the finals here at 152 with Cody Feldman. And in the in the consolation match, we've got Tristan Volker for West Delaware taking on Andrew Lawaji from Mount Vernon. And Volker with an early takedown on Lawaji, now trying to lock up a chicken wing. Lawaji right up to a stand-up. Back trip by Volker. Switch attempt by Lawaji. Volker's going to cover him up. Championship match 0-0 with Grant Oberfell from Waller Catholic. He's 13-4, taking on Cody Feldman at 31-9. Two very good seniors. Volker now with an inside wrist on Lawaji, driving him forward, looking for some back points, maybe trying to stack him up. Got to be careful here if you're Tristan Volker, who weighed you up. A back trip again by Volker. He's awful loose with those trips. And Lawaji a couple of times almost came out on top. 9 seconds left to go. Again, Volker up 2-0. Right in that Augsburg ride, sitting over the right ankle of Lawaji, trying to set up a cross-face cradle is Volker. A nice shot by Feldman as he's got a single leg up, but a hard whizzer by Oberfell. Oberfell showing some strength here. 11 seconds left to go. Hard whizzer. Now maybe 2. No points there. No points there as Feldman thought he had 2 on the edge of the mat, but as he cast himself around, he was off the mat. His knee touched down off the outside the white line, so no points there. We got goose eggs up on the board there, 0-0 after 1. We got blood by somewhere. I think that's Lawaji, Andrew Lawaji going to the blood corner. Tristan Volker has a little blood there. Then we're going neutral. We're going neutral in period 2, so Grant Oberfell knows something about Cody Feldman, not to go underneath, so we will go back to neutral. Jamie, I was talking about how important neutral position is. You know, if you can't wrestle in neutral, you're going to be sometimes very difficult to win matches.
Oh, exactly. You know, you got to be able to wrestle on your feet. We'll see if they get to 2 there. They're going to go out of bounds once again. As Feldman need to set that up on the inside the mat. You know, don't hit that shot off the edge of the mat, and you're going to get your 2 points. So hit that shot on the inside of the mat here.
Yeah, and you know, Oberfell's using that mat. He likes to wrestle on the edge, so he's got that edge as an extra helper. And now a nice single by Feldman. This time he's got it in the center of the mat. This time Pacific can pick it up and back trip. Drops in on a double. Once again, now we're going to have a 2-point takedown. As Feldman sits Oberfell on his backside. And nice job there by the senior from Beckman Catholic, Cody Feldman. Kept his toes in this time and covered him up. Nice finish there. Well, Lawaji with blood time back to the corner. So we'll stay with that championship match as Volker is ahead 2-0 with 1:22 left to go in the second. Quick piece of cotton in Lawaji's nose here. Some coaching there by Coach Voss and Coach Payton. Talking to their junior. Only 4 wrestlers in weight class 152. No backside matches here. So Lawaji now reaches through and grabs the right arm of Tristan Volker, almost in a butcher situation. Volker gave that arm up very, very easily. He gave it up to him again. Lawaji's going to reach down now and grab that elbow. Volker's got to be careful here not to get thrown to his back. Now he frees that right arm. Now he's going to create some hip movement. Sit out, long switch. Now a stand up. He's going to turn in and face Lawaji. No points. Off the edge of the mat they go. 32 seconds left. Feldman up on top of Oberfell, riding tough. Hard, tight waist. Inside wrist. Controlling Oberfell. 20 seconds left. Volker on the restart. Tried to come to a stand-up. Now he's up to his feet. He's trying to split the hands of Lawaji. Picks up 1. 33 seconds left to go. Drop-in single attempt by Lawaji, and Volker just backs him up and pulls his head up, and here we go. Back to the center. 21 seconds left. Long shot by Lawaji. In on a double. Volker draped over the top of Lawaji. He's got to stuff the head and spin. He's got to straighten his right leg. Lawaji's going to spike that right leg of Volker. Lawaji might pick up 2 here with 6 seconds. Volker's got to hang on tough here. No points yet. 1 second left. No points. Boy, Volker held on there. Boy, got in a bad position there. Volker got in a bad position and hung on there for dear life for that last 2.5 seconds. Championship match still 2-0 as we start the third. Cody Feldman up 2-0. Cody Feldman up 2-0, and he will choose down. Chicken wing by Oberfeld. He's got the right arm of Oberfeld trapped, and Feldman will push that arm free, take the wing out. Half Nelson by Volker. He's got a half Nelson and a chicken wing. He's got Lawaji going to his back, and Lawaji clears the half Nelson. Volker doing a great job with the wing series right now, applying a lot of pressure forward. He's got an inside wrist now with the wing, driving it out of 45. Lawaji with his right leg posted. Volker trying to take a big step around the head. Still driving. Got to be careful. Don't want to get too high here for Tristan Volker. Now a half Nelson by Volker with the chicken wing. See if he can drive Lawaji over to his back with a half Nelson chicken wing. Good job by the junior from West Delaware. 1:06 to go. He's up 3-0. And you just want to keep riding here. Keep working on your pinning combinations. Don't give up any points. Stand up now by Lawaji, and Volker's going to cut him loose. Volker cut him loose instead of trying to back him up, back trip him. So Lawaji will go back to the blood corner, and we're going to go neutral. Coach Voss talking to Tristan Volker about keeping in great position here. As we got a dogfight going on mat number 1, a championship match with Grant Oberfeld and Cody Feldman. It's 3-0 in favor of Feldman, but it's still anybody's match here as Oberfeld was in on a single. And Feldman had to fight out of it. There's a nice single by Feldman. He's in deep. Hard whizzer by Oberfeld, and Feldman has to back out of it. 36 seconds left to go. Tristan Volker up by 2, 3-1. Andrew Lawaji, the sophomore from Mount Vernon. Oh, there's a throw by Oberfeld. Had Feldman going to his back, and Feldman this time found the edge. Over and under a lateral drop. Long shot by Lawaji. 21 seconds left to go. Front headlock now by Lawaji. Volker's got to push him away. Now a long single by Lawaji in deep. Volker's got to come to a hard crossface. He's got the near ankle, but Volker goes over the top of Lawaji. Makes that now a roll through by Volker. 4 seconds left to go. Volker trying to hang on here. For third place he does. Volker will get the third place here. And over the championship match, Feldman will hang on for a 3-0 win. So we got 3-1 and 3-0. There'll be no wrestle back at 152 as Tristan Volker will take the bronze here. Grant Oberfeld will take the silver.
That's a big win for Tristan Volker. You know, you talk about this team race and how it's coming down to the wire here. You know, that's a big win for Tristan Volker to keep his team in it here.
Well, the championship match at 160, we got Luke Hageman taking on Colton Bartow from Wahlert Catholic. And in the third and fourth place match, we got Jack Newhouse taking on Nolan Hendricks from Mount Vernon. And Newhouse 10-25, Hendricks 5-18. Hendricks with a bye, and then 143 pin. And Newhouse with a bye again. Only 4 wrestlers at weight class 160. Bartow with a 1:50 fall over Newhouse. So we'll see how this shakes out. Team score: Mount Vernon 210, Westella 165. Westella 165, Wahlert 154. So it's going to be quite a match in that finals match with Hageman and Bartow. And we got Newhouse in Newhouse and Hendricks going at it here, 0-0 on both mats. Jack Newhouse with the collar tie with the right, retie now by Hendricks. And Newhouse on the prowl here, trying to clear the arms. He's got 2-on-1 Russian tie. Let's see if he can short drag that for 2-point takedown. He's trying to short drag it. And Hendricks doing a good job pushing the head of Newhouse away. 44 seconds left to go. Newhouse now with an overhook on the right side of Hendricks. Don't see what he can do with that overhook. Got the right wrist controlled. He's got an overhook. Now he turns that into a Russian try, short drag. I think he short drag and came back and pulled it to the right, and then that came right back with that high crotch. I think he'd have Hendricks. He'd have a nice double leg on Hendricks, as Hendricks is not doing a very good job squaring him off. Hendricks with an underhook on the left side of Newhouse right now. Newhouse takes that overhook, hard collar tie, good pummel position. 11 seconds left to go, first period. 0-0 is the score. There's a long shot by Hendricks. Let's see if Newhouse can cut the corner quickly, and he doesn't. He runs out of time. So 0-0. Jamie, do you believe that seating meeting, Wallert and Beckman don't wrestle in the duel? You would think that a couple of schools, they used to have that parochial invitational with Dowling and Assumption and Wallert and Beckman and Don Bosco. They used to do that several years ago. That was quite a
I think
quadrangular.
You look at the two conferences. They're both, the Mississippi Valley. They're a 14-team conference, so you got to wrestle. I mean, you got to try to wrestle within your conference, and the Walmack is a 16-team conference. So, I mean, your dual meets can't be spread out too much as far as non-district. West Delaware only wrestle. Their only non-district match duels of the year are Waverly, Shell Rock, and Decorah. So
this is true.
It's tough to go out of conference.
It is when you got all those dual meets to wrestle. It certainly is. But a couple times in the seating meeting this morning, that would have clarified a couple of the weights. Hageman now up 3-0.
The look on their face when you said you don't wrestle, and they said no, and you said why not?
The other coach, the Waller coach, said good question. Put it on the schedule. There's a nice sit-out turn-in by Newhouse. He's trying to cut the corner on Hendricks. He's got a front headlock. Let's see if he pulls his head out. He does. He's going to pick up a 2-point reversal. Again, these third-place points are huge for this team race. Now, nice job by Newhouse. He's got an inside wrist, trying to get a ball and chain. He's trying to wiggle that left arm of Hendricks between his legs. There's going to be a one-point escape by Bartow. It's now 3-1 in the championship match. 45 seconds. There's a cradle by Newhouse. He's got Hendricks in trouble. He's got it loaded up. Could be a fall here. Fall would even be better for the West Delaware Hawks. Hendricks trying to roll through, trying to punch that left arm through. Newhouse is trying to get that bottom knee in his side. He's got Hendricks loaded up. Not going to get the fall, I don't think, as his lock. Newhouse's lock is down around the knee of Hendricks.
Do it again.
That's a 3-point near fall. Let's see if he can set that cradle up again. They got a 2-point takedown there by Bartow. That's tied up at 3s now. Nice hard crossface by Newhouse. Let's see if he can lift that near ankle of Hendricks. Goes right back to that Syracuse, or that Augsburg right. He sits over the right ankle of Hendricks. Hard crossface from right to left. Looking for a crossface cradle. Got to keep your hips back. Hageman now with 7 seconds trying to score and escape. Bartow reaches down and picks up that single. It's 3-3. As time runs out there, we're going 3-3 into the third period. 5-0, Newhouse's choice into the third period. Whose choice is going to be? It's going to be Hendricks' choice. Hendricks' choice to start here, the third period, and he will choose down. Well, Luke Hageman up on top. We know how good he is up on top. He proved that last week down by 6. So what a 1-point escape by Bartow. 1-point escape by Bartow. He goes up 4-3 now. Long single shot by Hagerman. Nice front headlock by Bartow. Hagerman works in this position very, very well. Trying to set up that low, high crotch. Bartow wrestling on his knees. The junior from both juniors here. Again, all these wrestlers at 160, underclassmen. Newhouse, the lone freshman, Hendricks, the sophomore, and two juniors wrestling for the gold. Newhouse up on top of the half Nelson. He's going to drive Hendricks to his back with a half Nelson. Let's see if he can bump him over. He's got to hip him over, chest to chest. Newhouse trying to drive. He's got to drive Hendricks to his back. Now he's getting some back points. He's got to drop his chest back and bump Hendricks over. Now he does.
There he goes.
That's a good job right. There's the fall. There's the fall by Jack Newhouse. Newhouse with the fall. So outstanding job there. That's bonus points. That's third place points for the Hawks. That bodes well for them. Got a Donnybrook in that finals match right now with Bartow. And tell you what, a Bartow upset here would give Newhouse a wrestle back. 41 seconds left in this match. Hageman now trying to hit a sweep single on Bartow. Bartow with a front headlock. Bartow hips down to the mat. Hageman trying to drop in on a single. 27 seconds left to go. 4-3. Hageman with a perfect 37-0 record. We're going to get Stalling against Bartow. Stalling against Colton Bartow from Waller Catholic. 24 seconds. There's a long single shot by Hageman. Dropped in and Bartow countered. Bartow might get dinged for Stalling. There's a single shot by Bartow. He's in deep. He's going to elevate Hageman. Hageman is tough in this position. Scramble situation. Bartow is going to bump Hageman up. Maybe try to pick up two. Going to pick up two. Hageman's going to try to cut the corner. Hageman's going to pick up two. Tell you what, that's it. I'm not sure. I think the time was out. The Cowboys weren't out.
Oh, my.
I think they're going to give him. I don't think the Cowboy was out. Was the Cowboy out, Jamie? I'm not sure there. What a match that was right there. I tell you what, Hageman is lethal in that spot. He is lethal right there in those scramble situations, and he proved it right there. And I think they're going to let it stand there. The Waller coach not happy at all. Hageman will stay undefeated. Might see that match again next week. Who knows? But what a match that was. Thought that might have been going to overtime or maybe even a Bartow upset.
It wouldn't have gone over. It couldn't have gone to overtime.
It could have gone overtime,
no.
right.
It was a 1-point lead. What was it? What was the 5-4?
It was 5-4, yeah. 5-4.
But no wrestle back there.
No wrestle back at 160. So Jack Newhouse for West Delaware will take the bronze medal, and Bartow will take the silver there. Hageman stays undefeated at 38-0 going into the district. Well, weight class 170, Jordan Brees now. A little momentum on the Hawks side here. He's going to pick up a 2-point takedown over Coy Martin from Mount Vernon. Now, Coy Martin now with a standing switch. Going to try to hit Jordan Brees with a standing switch. And in your finals match, you got another Beckman Catholic, Waller Catholic championship match with Zach Kemp taking on Owen Grover. Again, you would think that would be a great dual meet, Jamie, with Waller Catholic and Beckman Catholic.
2-point reversal over here for Coy Martin over Jordan Brees. These two wrestled last week at the Walmack. It was a fall for Coy Martin on a got in. It was basically a Rico roll as Brees shot in on a double, and Martin came in and rolled him over for the fall. He's funky.
Well, he's got the cross body right in right now and a half Nelson. Martin, Brees has to get his right arm. He's hanging on to the leg of Martin, and that's helping Martin. He had to let go of that. I think he held on it just a little bit too long as Martin threw the cross body right in. It's knotted up at 2s. So Jordan Brees has some work to do here to get out of it. Owen Grover now with a single leg on Zach Kemp. And Kemp trying to whizzer his way off the mat. Looking at our team score now, 210-173. Beckman Catholic has pulled ahead of Waller. Jamie, you predicted that. Beckman has pulled ahead 159-157. And that's going to be a 2-point near fall. 2-point near fall as time expires as Coy Martin threw the cross body right in. And a half Nelson. It's going to be Martin's choice. He will choose down. 0-0 in the championship match. Zach Kemp and Owen Grover. Grover 31-3. Nice breakdown by Brees on the whistle as Grover tried to come to a long switch. Hard tight waist. Brees gets a little high riding now. Got to stay behind the arms. Went in front of the arms and almost gave Martin an opening for a sit-out turn-in. That was a knee slide to a stand-up by Corey Martin. Nice tight waist chop by Brees. See if Brees can hit that snap back. Sit-out turn-in by Martin. Brees has to follow him. Brees is going to cut him loose now. As Martin comes to a stand-up, he's going to turn in and face Jordan Brees. Brees tries to hit Martin with a headlock, but see if he can finish it. He's got a headlock in. Martin's going to try to roll out of it. Brees has that headlock deep, and Martin's going to roll through. He rolls Brees through and picks up a 2-point takedown off of it. Now a hard crossface, cross-body ride, hard crossface. Martin's going to pick up 2 on the takedown, and no back points yet, but he came with a hard crossface. Now a power half Nelson. Championship match. Grover up now, courtesy of a takedown on Zach Kemp. Kemp trying to score a 1-point escape on the edge of the mat, but no dice. And we've got blood time there. Grover will go to the blood corner. Great matches here. Finals and consolations. They keep them together. We have 5 wrestlebacks so far. After this round is over, they'll wrestle the 5th and 6th place matches. There'll only be 2. There will only be 2. And then they'll come right back with the 5 wrestlebacks. So moving right along. There's a knee slide by Brees. Comes to a stand up. He's fighting the hands of Martin. Martin's going to put a cross body right in as Brees is standing up. Now front trip by Martin, and he comes right back with that power half Nelson. He is just so very, very tough with the legs. He is long and lean. Corey Martin, 25 and 16, only a junior. Jordan Brees with a 42-second fall to start the tournament. Then he got pinned by Owen Grover, and now finds himself down by a score of 7-2 with 5 seconds left to go in the second period. So he's got some work. He's got some work to do. And let's see whose choice it is to start. Looks like it's going to be Brees' choice. Let's see who the coach has put him. Neutral. That's a good choice. As Grover's got a nice cradle on Kemp. Owen Grover's got a tight cross-face cradle on Kemp. Might get the fall here. There's the fall right there. Grover with the fall in 250. 250, a Grover fall. So he'll be your sectional champ. And Kemp now, this sets up a wrestleback. If Brees could come out of this thing, find some way to throw Corey Martin on his back, off the edge of the mat, no points, as we're in neutral. If he can find some way to throw Corey Martin on his back and get the fall. Martin with a long double on Brees, in deep. Brees in a down block. Martin elevating Brees. Brees trying to get off to the side. Brees with heavy hips. Now Martin buckles the knees of Brees. Going to cut the corner. He's going to pull his head out. And there's a 2-point takedown by Martin. So Martin now up 9-2. Beckman Catholic lurking in the wings here, Jamie. Down to 7 points. Westover Hawks have a 7-point lead. Got some huge matches coming up as Jordan Brees picks up a 2-point reversal on Corey Martin. It's now 9-4 with Brees up on top. Brees needs some back points. I would anticipate Martin playing the turtle now for the final 45 seconds of this match. Just don't want to get thrown to your back. Brees has a great cradle if he can set up that cross-face cradle, but Martin's doing a good job keeping his arms wide and his head up, and it's pretty hard to sink a cross-face in there. Short sit now by Martin. Brees over the top. 30 seconds and counting now. Chicken wing now by Brees trying to set it up on the left side. Martin just underneath, fighting some hands. And Brees trying to look for a pinning combination of some sort. And I think he's going to run out of time here, Jamie, with 13 seconds left. Martin's going to play the turtle for these final 7 seconds. There's going to be a Martin win there, 9-4. Martin win 9-4, so he'll be able to wrestle back at 170 as Grover will be your champ. Kemp will be your second. Let's take a timeout, short timeout as we get to weight class 182 championship. Listen to hold by hold action right here in sectional class 2A from West Delaware High School and Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
This is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors in Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, and GMC and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. We have big town inventory with small town service. Go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
Beaton Bender Manufacturing Incorporated is a family-owned and operated business that has been a worldwide supplier of hydraulic shears and press brakes since 1972. Beaton Bender Manufacturing in Coggin is proud to support all area athletes and coaching staff.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
Hey, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Wild and Crazy Cedos Gymnasium for Class 2A Sectional Wrestling. And we're at weight class 182. We've got a good one for you right here. We've got number 8 Harrison Goebel for West Delaware taking on number 9 Boone McDermott from Wahlert Catholic. And McDermott out early with a takedown on Goebel. And McDermott is very, very physical. Very, very physical. Came out with the slide by and hit Harrison Goebel and picked him up and launched him. But stayed in bounds. McDermott physical up on top. And we'll see if Harrison Goebel has an answer for this physicality. Both teams in the championship singlets. In the third and fourth place match here, we have Sam Dolan for Anamosa taking on Evan Wolfcool from Beckman Catholic, and that is 2-1 in favor of Dolan. As Dolan came out with a double leg takedown on Wolfcool, and Wolfcool right back to his feet. There's McDermott with a cradle on Goebel. Not too many people have been able to do this. Goebel's been good in this position, been able to wiggle his arms out. So McDermott's showing some strength here as he's got an outside cradle locked up. Goebel's showing some flexibility. With 41 seconds left, McDermott over the top, trying to stack him up. And he's got Goebel going to his back. He's got Goebel on his back in a cradle, showing some strength. Is Boone McDermott. And he's going to pick up 2. He got the full 5 count. He picked up 3, so there's a 5-point lead now for the junior. One senior in this weight class again. That's Sam Dolan from Anamosa. You got 3 juniors and a freshman. There's Goebel up to his feet. Going to pick up 1, maybe not 1, as McDermott's going to latch on to the the right leg of Goebel. No points there. 5-0 lead, so Harrison Goebel's got some work to do. It's his choice it will be to go to the second period. It's going to be McDermott's choice. He's going to defer over to Goebel. Let's see who will go down. McDermott very physical. Showing it right there with a quick takedown and a hard cradle. Far side cradle. So he leads 5-0, and that's got to be a caution against McDermott. It sure is. So as he came early for the start, Wolfco up on top of Dolan now, 3-2.
Second caution on McDermott.
Yeah, next one's a point. McDermott looks awful shaky right here, Jamie, for some reason. So we'll see what happens. You know, he's shaking those arms out, and I don't know if he tried to get this thing over, wanted to get this thing over with. Maybe if Goebel can get back in here and keep this thing close. I'll tell you what, McDermott is physical right now. He's got a hard crossface on Goebel. He picked up that near ankle, and he picked up a 2-point near fall. Hard crossface, picked up the near fall. He's now up 7-0. And Harrison Goebel with some work to do to get back in this match. He chose down to start the second, so he's got to find a way to work himself back into this match with either an escape or a reversal. But Boone McDermott with a hard tight waist up on top, controlling the hips of Harrison Goebel. We're going to get a caution against Dolan out in front of us. It's now Wolfcool up on Dolan, 5-2. So back to action we go in the championship match as McDermott's trying to throw a crossbody right in. It's on a tilt on Goebel, and Goebel's going to roll through. McDermott with an inside wrist. With an inside wrist on Harrison Goebel. And Goebel trying to work his hips back up, trying to get some space. There's a 1-point escape by Sam Dolan. 5-3 now with 54 seconds left to go in period number 2. So both these guys in the consolation trying to there's a nice knee pick, a nice ankle pick by Wolfcool. He's going to set Dolan on his backside. Boy, that was a nice job by the freshman from Beckman Catholic. Went to a collar tie. There's Goebel. Let's see if he can work his head out here. McDermott's going to have Goebel on his back in a headlock. I tell you what, Goebel was just inches from catching McDermott. McDermott with that headlock in tight. Goebel's going to roll hard to the left. It's going to be a 3-point near fall, and it's 10-0.
You weren't kidding. He's physical.
So it's going to be McDermott's choice to start the third. He's going to choose down. So Harrison Goebel gets up and just kind of shakes his head a little bit. And 27-5. McDermott coming into the tournament. Goebel 31-4. There's a cradle by Wolfcool. We could have a wrestle back here.
Goebel beat Wolfcool.
Yep. A Wolfcool win here. Wolfcool win. There would not be wrestled back. It's going to be a 2-point reversal as time expires by Dolan. It's now 9-5 going to the third period. Goebel up on top, trying to work his magic here. Sitting over that right ankle. McDermott's going to come to his feet. And Goebel with that cross face. Now hand control by McDermott. He's going to turn and face Goebel for a 1-point escape. It's now 11-0. Harrison Goebel with some work to do. 123 and counting. Goebel with the long double shot. Hard down block by McDermott. I'll tell you what, he is heavy-waisted. From the hips down, he is very, very strong and very, very explosive. Now front headlock by McDermott. He's trying to cut the corner. Goebel trying to drag through. McDermott trying to throw Goebel to his back. Goebel slips him, but McDermott's going to cover up the hips for a 2-point takedown. Now 13-0. And there's let's see if Goebel can work here. Cross body ride by McDermott. Goebel's good in this scramble situation. Let's see if he can kick his leg free and catch McDermott. He does for a 2-point reversal. McDermott had to bail out of that because if Goebel would have pulled his head under, Goebel would have had him on his back. 13-2 now, 35 seconds left to go. Dolan now with the chicken wing on Wolfcool. We're going to go potentially dangerous as they got to their feet. Hard cross face by Goebel from left to right. McDermott pulls the cross face off. With 19 seconds left to go. McDermott now pulls the cross face off one more time. Goebel trying to work that cross face cradle. Now stand up by McDermott. Goebel drops in, picks up the single. And we're probably going to get an illegal hold by Goebel. It's going to be 1-point McDermott as Goebel had the left leg of McDermott up. And Goebel tried to front trip him. I think that right cross came a little bit with too much physicality, Jamie.
Yeah, 14-2 as Goebel's going to go optional start here. Try to come up with something to put McDermott on his back here late in this match, but too little too late as Goebel's going to give up the reversal here. It's going to make it 16-2. Final score, that's a major decision for Boone McDermott. But so Goebel will currently await if Evan Wolfcool from Beckman holds on here. I can't see the clock here. I know we're under a minute.
We've got 52 seconds left, Jamie, and Wolfcool is up 10-5. So if you're looking at our score now, Jamie, Beckman Catholic has passed the West Delaware Hawks. It's 173-175. Mount Vernon at 213. Wahlert lurking now at 163. So that win there by Wahlert will help the Golden Eagles. So it's going to come down to some guys stepping up here. And we got some huge wrestleback matches that may decide who the second place team will be here. 35 seconds left. Dolan trying to turn Wolfcool to his back. And Wolfcool wins this match. That'll be third place points for the Blazers. And that will increase their lead just a little bit over the West Delaware Hawks. Coming up at weight class 195, Brady Antones took 5th place. So the Hawks will not score any more points at 195. That's going to do it right there. It's going to be a 10-5 Wolf Cool win. 10-5, and there will not be a wrestle back there as Goebel will take second at 182. So McDermott's your champ. Goebel will be your other district qualifier. We're going to move to weight class 195 right now with Sam Moore from Mount Vernon taking on Luke Funky in the championship match. And then you've got Declan Duffy. Declan Duffy taking on Stahlberg, and it's going to be injury default.
Yeah, Stahlberg was hurt in that first one.
So I might have a wrestle back there, Jamie, with Duffy. Going to be a wrestle back as Moore threw Funky to his back. If Moore wins by a fall here, we'll have a wrestle back at 195. As Moore has Funky on his back, and he's trying to tighten it up. He's chest to chest. He's in really good position right here. With 126 left to go, Funky's really got to try to punch that right arm through. And Moore's going to try to readjust. Funky doing a good job staying off his back. And he gets his chest back down. And he gets off his back. Good fight there by Luke Funky as Moore had him down, and it was tight. Now Moore comes back with a cradle locked up. No, he doesn't. But he picks up 3 on that. So Luke Funky shows some power there, gets off his back. And it's a 5-1 lead now by Sam Moore, who's 23, 24, and 5. Moore with a tough win in that semifinal 8-6 over Declan Duffy from Waller Catholic. There's a double leg takedown by Moore. Neck wrench attempt by Funky. No points yet. They give him 2 and 1. They gave him 2 and 1. I'm not sure there was 2 there. But they gave Moore 2 for the takedown and Funky 1 for the escape. It's 7-2 now. And back to middle we go. A lot of action in this first period for these 195-pounders. Moore tried to measure Funky. There's a double by Moore. He gets behind the knees of Funky. Funky now down blocks. Double underhook by Funky with 14 seconds left. Funky now trying to cut the corner on Moore. Moore with the go behind on Funky, showing some quickness. Picks up 2. That's some fancy footwork right there by a very quick and agile and mobile Sam Moore. That's going to do it for the first period. 9-2. That's a lot of points in that first period, 9-2.
11 points between the two. I tell you what, just a great first period between those two. And, Funky for fighting off his back the way he did, now he's got to come back here and really go to work here to start this second. Kind of build his way, get himself back into this match.
Well, Jamie, our team score now, Mount Vernon with 213, Beckman Catholic 175, West Delaware 173, Wahlert now 171 and climbing into it. At 220, you got Jack Cochran taking on Dino Onikuyu. And then you've got Ben Ridenauer. Onuku. Thank you. Oh, you practiced. You've had more time practicing.
I had a lot of practice.
So opportunity to score points there. Heavyweight, you've got Tristan Wirfs taking on Blake Bradley. And you've got Caleb Zeezer taking on Jake Batchelder from Anamosa. So opportunity in these next 2 weights for the West Delaware Hawks to pick up some points at 220 and 285.
And the Hawks have a wrestle back at 106. Wahlert has a wrestle back at 113. West Delaware has a wrestle back at 120, 126, and 132. And so, the Hawks, there's still a lot of points for West Delaware to get here. It's a matter of the Hawks coming out and getting it.
That's the whole key. You said that this morning when we were talking this morning while we got a timeout here. You were talking about that this morning is, it's going to come down to that last round. Exactly right. All right, back to action we go as our referee had to talk to the Mount Vernon coaches. They were questioning a possible call there. So they took a short timeout, discussing it at the table. Everything's fine now. And Sam Moore has Luke Funky belly down. belly down on the center of the table. A Moore here, a Moore win would give, there'd be a Russellback at 195 as Lake Stahlberg injury defaulted to Declan Duffy here. 35 seconds left in the skate now by Luke Funky. Moore goes right back to that staggered stance, leading with the right leg. Square stance by Funky. Funky now down, drops down, now dives into Moore. Moore finds the edge of the mat, back into the center we go. Championship match at 195. Nice snap down by Moore. And he tries to cut the corner on Funky, and Funky's going to square him off and face him off. Nice double shot by Moore in deep. Funky again in a down block. Funky in a long down block, stuffing the head now. Moore trying to get the corner. Turned. And Moore's going to come back to his feet, face off, and we'll go to the third period. And Sam Moore up 11-3. Going to be Luke Funky's choice, I believe. Green's choice. That will be Luke Funky. He will choose down. Did a nice job getting away in that second period. And we'll see if he can get away again quickly. Comes right to all fours, up to a stand-up, and Moore's going to cut him loose. It's 11-4. So he's cutting into that lead 1 point at a time, but he's going to need a big move here to really cut into the lead. 1:43, third period. Sam Moore scoring 9 points in the first period. There's a double by Moore in deep. Going to cut the corner on Funky. Now he's going to climb the body, slaps a half Nelson. There's a good chain wrestling right there by the senior from Mount Vernon. He climbed the body, and he just felt the half Nelson and threw it in. He's not going to get any back points, but I'll tell you what, that was very, very fine. Jamie, that was about as picture perfect as you could see that. Went from that double and really climbed the body and captured that half Nelson.
Yeah, he did, and like you said, that's textbook when you want to show a video on how to do that chain wrestling like he just did. That you can show a video of that right there. But Funky gets out now. It's 15-6. Just gotta, like you said, it's going to take a big move now.
And Sam Moore's been very deadly on his feet here. Working both sides. Nice tries a high crotch on Funky. Funky tries a headlock, and Moore's going to find the edge of the mat and step off, and we'll go back to neutral. Funky with an opportunity there for a throw, and Sam Moore playing the turtle, ducking his head and turning and finding the edge of the mat. 36 seconds left. Funky needs that victory offense, whatever it is, whatever that feet-to-back move is. Luke Funky needs to call upon it at this point. Tries an underhook. He's got an underhook on the right side of Sam Moore. Moore's going to back off. 24 seconds. Funky now with a long double. There's going to be a snap and spin by Moore. And that's going to be 17-6 now with 15 seconds left. So it looks like Sam Moore will be your champion. There's a Granby roll attempt by Funky. Sam Moore is going to be your champion at 17-6. And there will be a wrestle back now with Duffy and Funky. So it looks like Jamie will be here another 45 minutes, as we'll have to wait for that 195-pound wrestle back with Luke Funky and Declan Duffy. And you can imagine that was a weight that took a while to seed, and it's going to end up in a wrestle back.
Yeah, now you get to see that matchup that you were talking about, the Beckman versus the Wallert matchup at the wrestleback at 195.
Well, we're going to weight class 220. We've got number 7 ranked Jack Cochran taking on Dino O from Waller Catholic. And in the consolation match, you've got Sean Burr from Anamosa taking on Ben Ridenauer. And a slide-by attempt by Ridenauer is going to try to score the first two, and it misses its mark, so they're going back to neutral. And so just going over the team score there, 178, 176, 171. Points to be had right here by Waller Catholic and by West Delaware. Jack Cochran standing in the way of Dino O's championship here. And Ben Ridenauer and Sean Breer going at it at 220. There's a nice shot by Ridenauer diving in on the legs. I'm not sure that's not where Coach Voss once Ben Ridenauer, I don't believe, Jamie. Sean Buer with a nice spin, almost dumped Ben Ridenauer to his back. Ridenauer shot underneath, and that's exactly what Coach Voss is saying. Stay up and work that head snap, snaps and spins. So 106 and counting here. Ridenauer, Sean Buer. Ridenauer with an over-under on Buer. Let's see if he can load him up. Got an underhook on the left side. Buer with an overhook now. And backs out. Ridenauer backs out, 51 seconds left. Two sophomores from Anamosa, West Delaware going at it here. Tell you what, Jamie, the sophomore class here is brutal. There's some good sophomores here.
Well, there really is. And you look up and down most of these weight classes, especially right here. You got right now in Pure in here, and it should be, like you said, sophomores. You look at 145, 120, just some outstanding wrestlers in this sophomore class. In the next couple years is really going to be some dogfights.
Well, weight class 220, you got goose eggs on the boards all the way across. First period over with Cochran and Dino O. And out in front of us now, we've got a front headlock by Sean Buer, who tries to cut the corner on Ridenauer. He's going to pick up a 2-point take. No, he doesn't. He tries to cast himself around, and Ridenauer scoops his ankle. He's got 3 seconds. Ridenauer has 3 seconds to pull his head out and try to drive across Buer and pick up the 2, and he doesn't. And that period ends. And LaFleur is going to be Ridenauer's choice. He's going to defer over to Sean Buer, and Buer will choose down. Ridenauer has the 3rd seed, Buer the 4th seed here. Cochran the number 1, and Lanucci from Wahlert is your 2nd seed. Nice ride by Ridenauer. Tight waist. Got Buer belly down. Maybe looking for a ball and chain. Got that left arm trapped between the legs of Sean Buer. Got a ball and chain locked up. Let's see if he can throw Buer to his back in the butcher. He's got the elbow post, and now Ridenauer gets high riding. He's got to get himself back behind. Ridenauer with the far side half Nelson. He's got to look away with that. Buer's going to pop his head out and pick up a 2-point reversal. And pop his head out and cover up the hips of Ben Ridenauer. Now we see Ben Ridenauer giving up a lot of weight underneath Sean Buer. So Buer now with a crossface, trying to crossface cradle Ben Ridenauer up with 1:14 left to go. Ridenauer's got some work to do here. Ridenauer going to sit and turn. Maybe pick up 2.
That's 2.
2-point reversal. That was very, very nice, Jamie. Right on the edge. Now he traps the arm of Buer. Let's see if he can pull him back in. Got Buer going to his back. Boy, that was a very, very nice move.
That was, and not sitting when he give up the points there. He went right back to work, and that's a great job there by Ben Ridenauer.
Now, Coach Voss said don't get so high this time riding. We'll see if he stays back on his hips a little bit. And he does. He's got a ball and chain, trying to set that ball and chain up. He's got the left arm trapped between the legs, trying to set that ball and chain up, and he's got it. Let's see if he can lock it up. Again, the Hawks would love to have a fall here. Right now he's got the ball and chain locked up. Let's see if he can scoop a chicken wing on the right side. Trying to scoop a chicken wing on the right side of Buer. Has got him. He's got Buer going to his back. There's the fall. There's the fall by Ben Ridenauer. He sticks Sean Buer right up with the ball and chain. Tell you what, great move there. Huge points. That'll give the Hawks the 3rd place points plus bonus points on the fall, so that should put them back in the lead.
2nd place.
Back in the lead of 2nd place. You bet. Thank you, Jamie. And I'll tell you what, that was very, very good. That ball and chain just kept the pressure on. Well, we've the championship match there. Jack Cochran and Dino O going at it. Jamie, you probably have. You want to
we're going to do this. We'll do that at the end.
Okay, very good. Let's take a break till this championship match is over, and then we'll be back with 285 and then some wrestleback. Stay with us. Got more action for you right from Cedar Gymnasium on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Best of luck to all area athletes from your friends at Pets Allowed in Independence, your pet's lodging, grooming, and training specialist for 17-plus years. Contact Pets Allowed at 334-7387, 334-PETS. Independence.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
The staff at Bowenkamp Murdoch Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Manchester and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Home in Earlville are proud to support all area athletes and coaching staff in tournament action. Wishing you continued success from Bowenkamp Murdoch Funeral Home in Manchester and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Home in Earlville.
Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Barron Motor Supply, proud to support all area athletes and coaching staff. They appreciate all their hard work and dedication in and out of the classroom. Good luck from Barron Motor Supply in Manchester, your auto parts professional since 1930.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is located at 105 East Butler Street in Manchester and at 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton. Your vision is our primary focus.
Pete's Small Engine Repair are proud to support all the area athletes in tournament action. For all your small engine purchases, repairs, and rebuilds, call the Small Engine Experts. Pete's Small Engine Repair. Congratulations from Pete's Small Engine Repair in Monticello.
Delhi Lumber has products for every home and every budget. Delhi Lumber carries Midland doors, which are one of the best values around. You can see Midland doors today or call Delhi Lumber at 563-922-2404 for more information. Your Midland overhead door dealer, Delhi Lumber. Big town quality with small town service.
For all your new construction or remodeling projects, Ray Brothers Construction is the custom building company for you. From custom designs to new starts, call the specialist. Ray Brothers Construction. Best of luck to all the area athletes from Ray Brothers Construction in Manchester.
Jay's Auto Supercenter on the Greater East End of Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, and a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. At Jay's Auto, customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
For all of your auto, home, health, and life insurance needs, it's American Family Insurance Tad Mormon Agency on East Main in Manchester. Best of luck to all the area athletes and coaching staff from American Family Insurance Tad Mormon Agency in Manchester. Your dream is out there. Go get it. They'll protect it.
Hi, this is Jamie Baskey at Down & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Down & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
River's Edge Construction wish all area athletes the best of luck in tournament action. If construction plans are in your future, call Lyle Palmer at 563-920-0046. River's Edge Construction can help you with your residential and commercial new construction and remodeling plans. Call River's Edge Construction in Manchester at 563-920-0046.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
The City of Manchester would like to wish all area athletes, teams, and coaches the best of luck in tournament play. The City of Manchester appreciates all of the hard work and dedication put forth in the gym and in the classroom. Good luck from all of the employees, elected officials, and Mayor Milt, all of Manchester.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
For residential, commercial, and farm lawn care, call Spring Green Lawn Care. They are licensed and insured. Call Dwayne for free estimates. Spring Green is your full-service lawn care company in Dyersville.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Animal Health Clinic wishes all area athletes in tournament action the best of luck. Dr. Virgil Borick with the Animal Health Clinic in Dyersville has been serving the area since 1982, tending to the health needs of animals large and small. Animal Health Clinic, 1657 15th Avenue Southeast in Dyersville, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 until 5, Saturday, 7:30 until noon, or call them at 563-875-6083 to schedule an appointment.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Cash in on preseason discounts on continuous flow GSI dryers and GSI grain bins. Call New Vienna Egg Automation at 563-921-2896 and talk to Arnie, Al, or Dave. Best of luck to all the area athletes from New Vienna Egg Automation in New Vienna.
Cork and Bottle in Manchester are proud to support all area athletes and coaches in tournament action. They understand the hard work and dedication put forth in the gym and in the classroom. Best of luck from Rick and his staff at Cork and Bottle in Manchester.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team, the Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Crop Production Services are proud to support all the area athletes. Call Crop Production Services of Winthrop for all your ag input needs. They are the team to call. Congratulations to the student athletes on your achievements from CPS in Winthrop.
Back into the Seedorf Gymnasium, along with in-studio producer this afternoon, Darby Washington, Jamie Vasky, Roger Reed, back with you as we are up to the heavyweights in this championship round. As up here in front of us, it's Caleb Zeeser from West Delaware taking on Jacob Bachelder of Anamosa. And in the championship match, it's Tristan Worse of Mount Vernon taking on Blake Bradley of Dubuque Waller.
Caleb Zeeser is going to make he's going to make short work there, and the Hawks need a pin here bad. And they're counting on their big guy to do it. He's got a wing. He's got Batchelder on his back, Jamie. This could do it for Zeeser. If he's up on top, there's going to be a fall right there, I believe. There's the fall in 41. Zeeser with the fall in 41 seconds, so he'll take the bronze for sure. And now we'll go to the heavyweight match, waiting for one more match here with Wirfs and Bradley. And Jamie, after this is done, they got 2 5th and 6th place matches. I'm not sure that we got any. Let's check and see on that. I think the first one is at 1. We got at 170. We got a 5th and 6th place match. Jordan Smith from Monticello will take on Owen Moore. Oh, there's Bradley with the single leg. Got Tristan Wolf single leg up. And then the other one was at 1. Was that 220? A 5th and 6th place match, yes. We got Schlarman, Spencer Schlarman from Beckman taking on Mason Ryder from from Monticello. So they'll take those 2 matches, and then they'll start the wrestlebacks. So that shouldn't be too long here. So we'll take another timeout as this match between Wirfs and Bradley is going on, and we'll get our programs all caught up, and then we'll be ready with 2 and 5. We got 7 matches left, I believe. 6 wrestlebacks or 5? I think it's 6.
I don't remember.
I think it's 6. We've got 8 matches left when we're done with this match right here. So we're on the downhill slide. So let's take a short time out. We'll be right back in a few minutes with more action from the Seedorf Gymnasium, the Class 2A Section 11 Wrestling Sectional. Hold-by-hold coverage right here on Eastern Iowa Sports Leader, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Hey area athletes and coaches, my name is Brooke. I am cheering you on this sports season. Krugman Construction would like to congratulate all area athletes and coaches on a successful season and wish them continued success in tournament action. For all your building needs, call Krugman Construction in Manchester.
Hi, this is Chris Henry, Service Manager at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader. Our goal is to make your car buying experience the best possible, and our factory certified technicians are dedicated to you and your vehicles. Stop in and see us at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader, or visit us online at forbrowns.com. Your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
Skogman Realty would like to congratulate all area athletes and coaches on a successful season and wish you the best in tournament action. For your real estate needs, contact Christine Baldwin, your local Skogman Realty agent in Manchester at 920-9194.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Steve Moyle Masonry has lowered his prices on new home or remodel construction of brick, block, and stone because he's back out in the field with his hands-on expertise. Call Steve at Moyle Masonry for free estimates and competitive pricing. Steve Moyle Masonry in Manchester, where quality is what they are all about.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and New Vienna. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
Gary's Towing. For 24-hour towing, call Gary's Towing in Strawberry Point in Manchester. Your complete towing service. Gary's Towing can handle all of your wrecker and flatbed needs and is AAA certified. Gary's Towing, with locations in Strawberry Point and Manchester, wish all area athletes the best in tournament action.
This is Jamie Baskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
Delhi Insurance Agency is dedicated to Delhi and the surrounding area, and they thank you for choosing them for your insurance needs. See Larry, Sue, and Christy for all your insurance needs, from home to commercial and everything in between. Delhi Insurance Agency in Delhi.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
Ellis Implement and Outdoors in Coggin is your local supplier for farm equipment and outdoor power, offering parts, sales, and service since 1937. Ellis Implement and Outdoor wish all area athletes and coaches the best of luck.
The victory is yours at Victory Ford.
Hey, this is James Halverson, Service Manager at Victory Ford in Dyersville. Our service and parts team at Victory Ford is dedicated to keeping your car in tip-top shape. And our sales department makes buying a car easy and hassle-free. Stop out to Victory Ford in Dyersville or online at victoryfordonline.com. Good luck, athletes and coaches.
Clayton Drug in Strawberry Point is more than just another pharmacy. They also carry many gift items to choose from in their retail store. Best of luck to all area athletes from Clayton Drug, a local pharmacy you can trust.
Tri-Vet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
DNS Portables would like to wish all area athletes, teams, and coaches the best of luck in tournament play. They appreciate all the hard work and dedication put forth in the gym and the classroom. Good luck from DNS Portables in Dundee.
High-Tech Communications has everything you need to stay connected. Audio, video, TVs, DVD and Blu-ray players, dish network systems, surround sound systems, phone systems, but the list doesn't stop there. High-Tech Communications has a staff of professionals to help you get connected, from the installation of your entertainment system to cable and data wiring in your home or business. High-Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
Holtz Construction are proud to support all area athletes. They recognize the time, effort, commitment, and training it takes to accomplish goals, both in the gym and in the classroom. For all your ag construction needs, Holtz Construction in Manchester.
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare, close to home.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to beautiful Seedorf Gymnasium on the campus of West Delaware High School. We are winding down this Section 11 Class 2A sectional. We've got a couple of fifth-place matches.
And while we got a second here, Roger, Tristan Wirfs winning at heavyweight, so Caleb Zeeser will not get a wrestle back at heavyweight today. So he has Tristan Wirfs, needed Tristan Wirfs to lose, and he went on to win that match 5-2. So Caleb Zeeser will not get a wrestle back, but a huge pin by the Hawks senior in that third-place match has put the Hawks up. Let's see if your score matches mine. They are in second place. Mount Vernon has run away with this thing. They have 228 points. West Delaware in second with 186. Beckman in third with 178. As over there, one of our matches on mat number 1.
That's a 24-second fall with Moore from Anamosa winning over Jordan Smith from Monticello.
What was the time?
That was a fall in 44 seconds, I believe.
For Moore?
For Moore.
So Owen Moore from Anamosa will finish in 5th place today. Jordan Smith from Monticello will finish in 6th place.
And out in front of us is Spencer Schlarman at weight class 220, and he's taken on from Monticello, the freshman Mason Ryder, and Schlarman out early 4-0. And trying to look for a pinning combination here. Came out with a single leg takedown and back tripped Ryder right to his back. Now he's going to lift up the inside knee with the Turk. Now coming with a crossface from right to left. He's got Ryder on his back. Probably going to be a fall. I think it was a fall. I think our official surprised our official there. There's a wing by Schlarman. Now see if he kicks the Turk out. Now he's going to load Ryder up with the Turk and throw him to his back. Ryder's going to high bridge and roll out of it. Let's see if Schlarman can reverse half Nelson. He does. He's got Ryder on his back one more time. Got 36 seconds left to go in period number 1. Schlarman throws a half Nelson in. There he goes. There's a half Nelson. Now he's going to tee out on Ryder. And Ryder with a high bridge again. Reverse half Nelson now by Schlarman. There's the fall in 128. So Schlarman,
138.
138 will win by a fall in 138. So he will take 5th place here. And for Monticello, Mason Ryder will end up in 6th place today. So some big points there for Beckman Catholic there. So we're going to one mat for wrestlebacks. So we're going to go on mat number 1, and we're going up to weight class 106. And this is kind of a scary match here for the freshman here for West Delaware here, Luke Farmer, seeded number 2. Elena Sunland, 14-19. Sunland with 2 falls here today, Jamie. She's very deadly with the headlock. So hopefully the coaches there have done some work with Luke Farmer in between. If Farmer stays low level, I think he'll be okay. But there's just, you're in that situation where you're wrestling back for 2nd place, and I'll tell you what, it's shaky business here.
Yeah, it certainly is. You've got to be right on. You've got to be ready to go. You got an opportunity to advance to the next round here. So, and for Luke Farmer, really has an opportunity to basically seal the deal for the Hawks to get into a regional duel on next Tuesday, as the Hawks are leading by 4. And I think Beckman only has. Does Beckman only have one more match here?
I think so.
At 195, which would be, I believe, he would be a 2-point match. And like you said, here comes that headlock attempt by Elena Sunland right away.
Yeah, Luke Farmer's trying to bail out of it. He's doing a nice job. He's got to stay with that front headlock. Now he comes and cuts the corner. That's a good place for him to be right now. He's going to scoop the heel. That's a much better place for him to be right there. And again, Jamie, we saw a lot of headlocks. And I'll tell you what, if you're good with the headlock and you know how to set that thing up, look out. And now he's got a ball and chain. He's got the left arm of Sunland trapped between her legs. And now trying to scoop a chicken wing on the right side. Got a lot of time. That's a chicken wing. There's a ball and chain with the chicken wing. A fall would be huge for West Delaware here. Now Farmer's going to load that up, and he's going to step the head. And Sunland limp arms the chicken wing out, so Farmer won't have to go back to work. He's doing a nice job. Now I let go of the ball and chain and went back around the head to a hard crossface. Would like to see him keep the ball and chain in. Now he's draped over the top, and Sunland looks like she's going to come out the back door. she's going to turn in a face Farmer and pick up that left leg and try to back trip. And that might be a 1-point escape. That's a 1-point escape. And Jamie, you get that ball and chain and you're in great position. That's a great ride. And now you're going back to neutral where Sunland is at her best. So Farmer trying to work work inside position.
Go low level here.
Here comes that headlock from Sunland. Boy, she's got it locked up. She's got Farmer on his back. Farmer's going to try to roll through. Let's see if he can pull his head out. Boy, she reloads that headlock, and she is deadly with that headlock. As Farmer is rolling back and forth, he got his head out, and now he's going to roll through. Let's see if he can pull his head out. Boy, she's got it locked up tight, and she's going to try to get her hips back under and load up. Farmer's going to try to post and dump and block her off. It's going to be a 2, and it's going to be 2 with some back points. Let's see how they score that. It's going to be 3, a 5-point move by Sunland. 2 for the takedown, 3 for the near fall. She's going to go up 6-2. Boy, she is deadly with that headlock. I tell you what, give Luke Farmer some credit there for fighting out there.
Tight.
She had it tight, and it was buried. He's got 10 seconds, got to score 1 here. There's a sit-out turn-in by Farmer. He's coming to his feet. Let's see if he can score 1. Farmer now trying to grab the head of Sunland. Let's see if he can pick up 1. He rolls almost across his back, and there's time. Farmer now in a hole, 6-2. And let's see, it's going to be his choice. He's going to go down. I don't think you're going to go neutral again, are you, Jamie?
No, not with the way she's, that's the second time Elena's almost picked up the headlock on Farmer. So you gotta get to your feet here and try to score, and then go back to a low-level offense if you're Luke Farmer.
Nice stand up by Farmer. Let's see if he can kick that leg there. Reversal would be huge right here. Front trip by Sunland. Farmer now trying to get to the outside edge, and Sunland pushes him off. And 145 and counting, 6-2. All eyes on mat number 1. They're down to 1 mat. All 6 wrestlebacks on 1 mat. There's a switch attempt by Farmer, a standing switch. Got to get his hips out, clear that left arm. 136, another nice stand up by Farmer to his feet. Front trip by Sunland. Farmer trying to kick free. Farmer trying to stuff the head, kick free. Sunland covers him up again, 125. Tight waist by Sunland, chop by Sunland, has Farmer belly down. Off the edge of the mat, Farmer looking for a restart. Like to see Farmer come with a long switch, Jamie, and I think he'd have a 2-point reversal. Coach Lynn's up out of his chair offering some encouragement. West Delaware holds a 4-point lead over Beckman Catholic here. So this match right here bodes well, as Jamie said, for the Hawks' runner-up finish here today. Sunland now picking up an ankle. Farmer in a short stand-up. And there's a 1 point. Farmer with a 1-point escape. And Coach Lynn says, stay low level. Low level. All right, 6-3, 1 minute. Farmer with the tap to go. There's a fireman's carry. Let's see if he can finish it. He's got to pop his head out. Trying to pull his head out. If he go to his head, he's going to pull his head out, cover up. Let's see if he can step through.
Should be 2.
That's 2. Let's see if he's got a leg jerk in. He does. Now he's going to have a hard cross face. He's going to take Sunland to her back. Let's see, he's got back points right there. Luke Farmer, masterful work here. Hold it right there, 34 seconds. Going to try to scoop the arm. He does. He's going to try to circle the head now. Boy, got to stay back on the hips. Had her broken down, gave up the turret.
Going to go up 8-6, so that's a big series of moves by Luke Farmer. Half Nelson's there for Farmer, too.
See if he can crank to half. He's got a half Nelson. Let's see if he can tee out. Picking up some back points here. A fall would be huge. Trying to crank it over. Let's see if he can get the fall. Referee with 8 seconds. Let's see if Farmer's got to tee out. A high bridge by Sunland. Farmer readjusts. And Sunland's going to roll to her back, or roll back to her stomach. Another 3-point near fall. Good job by Luke Farmer. It's going to be Sunland's choice to start the third. And she's going to go neutral, probably.
Neutral, you bet.
Got to stay away from that. Stay away from that headlock.
Go back to that fireman's if you're Luke Farmer. Just don't. If you're Luke Farmer, don't give her a chance to throw that headlock. You gotta get low level right away.
And she's trying to lock it up. Oh, there she locked it up again, Jamie. She locked it up again. She got Luke Farmer on his back. Well, Farmer rolled right into that. Farmer's trying to bridge. Now he's going to really have to roll. He's in a world of hurt right here. She could get the fall. There's only going to be one thing that was going to beat Luke Farmer. There's the fall. Headlock fall. They're stuck in that headlock. And Sunland will win the wrestleback by a fall. Got caught in that headlock. You just needed to stay low there, Jamie Vasky. You called it. The only thing that was going to beat you was a headlock. But we've seen it before. And that's a tough one to lose right there. Got to get caught in that headlock, and we have seen headlocks win huge matches, and that was a huge match right there. That'll be a tough one for Luke Farmer to live down. You're up by 5, 11-6. The only thing that can beat you is a feet to back. Now you got to bail out.
Yeah, you're right. And, we said it before the match, said it during the match. She's got a great headlock, and congratulations to Elena Sunland for qualifying for the district meet. But Luke Farmer, that's the one move that could beat you, and she did a great job of hooking it up, so locking it up and picking up the fall. So currently, West Delaware still leading Beckman by 4 points for second place, 186-182. Wahlert in fourth with 177, and currently Ryan Clark of Mount Vernon with a 2-0 lead over Liam Dolehide from Wahlert. So Wahlert, I believe this is their last opportunity to score points is at 113, as I don't think they have another wrestleback. They do, and it's against Beckman. So West Delaware, I think, with one win here, West Delaware would lock up second place, as I think with one win, West Delaware could lock up second place, as Beckman only has Luke Funky wrestling at 195. So we'll see what happens there, as we're getting close to getting some of these other sectionals done with, as I know Independence wrestling up in that. They're the only ones wrestling up there at Union, or over in Union LaPorte City today. The other one's in New Hampton.
That's right.
As Independence currently wrestling right now, as we'll take a look at how the Mustangs are doing. I know they had a couple wrestlebacks and a couple guys that were already qualified for the district meet. And there's a fall. So we'll stay right here as we'll check on those later, as those other sectionals will be wrapping up shortly. That was Clark from Mount Vernon with a fall. So that'll put Dubuque Wahlert out of contention of placing here at the placing second in qualifying for the regional duel. But Beckman, I believe they would get 4 points from a Luke Funky fall. So it's going to be up to Ryan Phillips here. If he can win this match, West Delaware will finish in second place and qualify for a regional duel on Tuesday.
Yeah, we've got in this wrestleback, we've got Ryan Phillips, who was seeded number 1 coming in, and he lost a hard-fought 7-6 match to Grant Hager from Beckman Catholic. Hager winning the title here. So Phillips with the cradle right now on Connor Bilden. Might be a fall here. He's got a hard cross-face cradle in with 124. He's got a lot of time to adjust himself. Referee down looking for the fall. Picture-perfect technique here for Phillips, as he's got that bottom knee in the side. High bridge by Bilden, trying to punch that left arm through. And Phillips is going to work his way up on top. A fall here would be there's the fall right there in 56 seconds. So Phillips with a fall in 56. He'll take the silver medal here today at weight class 120. And get the job done and move one step closer to the well, as he will be a district qualifier for the West Delaware Hawks.
And with that, West Delaware will finish second place here in this regional, or this sectional, and will wrestle Tuesday night in the regional duel. Again, don't know where, as the sites are determined, but who wrestles where is yet to be determined. So we'll let you know there is the sites for regional duels in Class 2A. I know New Hampton has one, and I know Solon has one as well, as they are Davenport, Assumption, Atlantic, Creston, Denver, Tripola, New Hampton, Sergeant Bluff, Solon, and Washington.
Well, it'll be interesting, Jamie, to see where they put the West Delaware Hawks, how they split this up. I would imagine Mount Vernon will probably go to Solon just for travel, but you'll see.
Or
there's a cradle by Gillahan, Jamie. He's got good acres on his back. A nice takedown by Gillahan, and then he locked it up and rolled Akers through. Nice cross-face cradle by the freshman from West Delaware. Referee looking close for the fall. Akers trying to punch his left arm through, and Gillahan's got that bottom knee in the side of Akers. Got 59 seconds there. Referee looking for a fall as Akers in a bridge, well, trying to bridge. Gillahan doing a nice job tightening his cradle up. He's got to work himself up on top. Could be a
there
fall.
it is.
There's the fall right there. So Gillahan will also qualify as a runner-up with a nice fall in 114. Now we're going to go to 132 where you got Brad Roush in a wrestle back with Hayden Smith. So, Jamie, here's that thing you talk about. You're senior, you're Brad Roush, you got an opportunity. All you ask for is for an opportunity, and Coach Voss said that this morning on the coaches show. You get an opportunity, now you got to make the best of it.
Hey, you do. And, this is a senior with his, with an opportunity to qualify, for the district meet in his senior season.
And then standing his way is a very good freshman. Smith with Smith seated second. Lost to Justin Light from Mount Vernon in the final. And Smith on top of Roush. Roush is going to try to roll Smith through. Let's see if he can. Step to the outside. Smith in a neck wrench. He's got Roush in a neck wrench. Now he's going to step over and put the double spur in, and there's the fall. 34 seconds. Roush with a shot and a neck wrench by Smith. And a 34-second fall. So Roush will take the bronze medal. And tell you what, it was a great shot there.
7-minute break.
7-minute break. So there you have it.
We'll take a short timeout, and then we'll come back and take a look as we're pretty close to knowing who everybody who qualified today, who they will be wrestling in the first round next week at Maquoketa. That is where our district will be, is in Maquoketa. So we'll take a short break. We'll come back and figure out where some of these who's going to be wrestling who next week. So stay with us. You're listening to Class 2A Sectional Wrestling Tournament on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Kramer Brothers Dairy Supply in Monticello appreciates all the hard work and dedication put forth in the classroom and in the gym. Best of luck to all area athletes in tournament play from your dairy experts. Kramer Brothers Dairy Supply in Monticello.
Beck's, the largest family-owned retail seed company in the United States, is dedicated to the needs and profitability of farmers. With access to the most diverse genetic and trait offerings in the world, Beck's provides farmers with the right products for their farm. To place a Beck's seed order today or to inquire about a dealership opportunity, contact John McMillan, your local Beck's seed advisor at 319-350-6580.
At Telke Motors, we believe in a gentler, simpler way of doing business. Check out our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as a great incentive at TelkeMotors.com. If you're looking for a new, pre-owned vehicle or service on your current vehicle, come to Telke Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram on 9th Street in Dyersville.
Simon's Grain and Feed wish all area athletes and coaching staff continued success in tournament play. For all your feed and grain needs, see the experts at Simon's Grain and Feed, locally owned and operated in Manchester.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
Riker Shoes is your specialty shoe store in Dyersville. They carry women's shoes to size 13 and men's shoes to size 18. They now carry Merrill and Clark brand shoes. Riker Shoes are open Monday through Friday, 9 until 5:30, Saturdays, 9 until 4, and evenings by appointment. Best of luck to all area athletes from Riker Shoes in Dyersville.
Mosher Family Pharmacy is your specialist pharmacy in Elkader. They also carry special gift items and cards. Mosher Family Pharmacy wish all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. Mosher Family Pharmacy in Elkader.
For more than 80 years, GMB has lived its mission to help customers achieve their financial dreams. Supporting the communities where you live, work, and play is important to us because that's where we live too. It's where we provide great service, sound advice, and solutions to meet your financial needs. GMB Bank, member FDIC.
For all your residential and commercial plumbing, heating, and electrical needs, call Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville. Meyer Mechanical, wishing all area athletes and coaching staff in tournament action continued success.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts. Lucky Building Service in Manchester. 563-927-5677.
Good luck to all the area athletes from Adams Family Furniture, downtown Independence. With over 42 years in the furniture business, you can shop quality brand names by Lazy Boy, Broyhill, Chromecraft, Peters Revington, plus many, many more. Shop Adams Family Furniture, downtown Independence, with free delivery, where they will never be undersold on like-quality furniture.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
Feed Mill wishes all the area athletes good luck in tournament play. Edgewood Feed Mill, where improved nutrition and modern technology produce healthier food for healthier living. Edgewood Feed Mill, your full feed and grain service and U.S. feed dealer in Edgewood.
Edgewood Oil Incorporated carries all major brands of lubricants and case oils. They carry a full line of industrial oil products, aviation oils, and antifreeze, XL brand lubricants, quality oil priced right. Edgewood Oil also carries methanol, mineral spirit, and washer fluid, and are a direct distributor of Camco brand lubricants. Edgewood Oil Incorporated in Manchester, open Monday through Saturday.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Wolfcool Electric specializes in residential, commercial, agricultural, industrial, and aerial work. They sell and service Generac generators and renewable energy systems. When you need electrical sales and service, call the experts at Wolfcool Electric, 563-922-2395.
Great food and great fun with friends. That's what's waiting for you at Beaver's Lounge in Manchester. Check out their Thursday night bucket of wings special and Friday night fish special. Beavers also has a different lunch special every Monday through Friday. Beavers Lounge on the corner of Main and Madison in downtown Manchester. Leave it to Beavers to show you a good time.
Welcome back into Class 2A Sectional Wrestling Tournament. Jamie Vaskey, Roger Reed back along with you. We've got one more match left to go, and it's a wrestleback at 195 pounds. As taking a look real quick at our team score after the two pins for West Delaware with Gillahan and Phillips. The Hawks currently in second place with 191 points. Behind them is Beckman in third place with 182, Wallert in fourth with 177, Anamosa fifth with 96, and Monticello in sixth place with 72 points. As our final match of the day here at 195 will be Luke Funky from Beckman taking on Declan Duffy of Dubuque Waller.
Well, in that wild and crazy 195-pound weight class that we seeded, it does not surprise me that we're ending with a wrestleback here. And this is a match where we seeded Sam Moore first, then basically drew the rest in. And they're going to settle it out here on the map for us at weight class 195. Again, once this match is over, Jamie will have some sectional recaps for you. And then it's next week.
We should make John Swisher do that since he's sitting up here.
Yeah, he'd do a good job at that.
I think he would.
You got to break him in. This would be a good opportunity to break him in for some wrestling recaps. And
he's very windy.
He's seen lots of chicken wings.
Good job for him to do.
He's seen lots of chicken wings and cross-face cradles today, and some bulldogs and balls and chains.
He even had a chicken wing half Nelson put on him once today.
So he's seen them and felt them today. So
that's right.
That's a good thing. All right, we are ready to go. There's the handshake. We got Funky and Duffy. Duffy 23-8. Funky 25-11. I'll tell you what, this Declan Duffy is a Bulldog, short, stocky, heavy-legged, heavy-hipped. And he won by a fall over Brady Antos at 135, and then he took Sam Moore 8-6. So, tough wrestler here from Waller Catholic. And I'll tell you what, he's driving Funky. Put his head down, and he drove Funky right off the mat there. And Luke Funky's going to have to find a way to tie him up in a circle. Hard collar tie by Funky, retie now by Duffy. And Funky's going to push him away and circle back to the middle of the mat. Last wrestle back of the day. Jamie, it'd be interesting to count up the number of pins we had today, because I think a referee's hands probably have blisters on them. There was an enormous amount of pins here today, and first period pins. 113 and counting, no takedowns yet here. Funky still trying to measure. It's going to be very difficult for him to get underneath of Duffy, as probably all of 5'7" here, and Funky got at least a head on him as far as height is concerned. Under a minute now, hard collar tie by Funky, retie now by Duffy. Shuck attempt, Duffy drops it on a single now. Nice underhook by Funky. He's got Duffy elevated. Let's see if he can hit him with the side trip. Duffy's trying to sag him, block off with the head. Now Duffy drops in on a single. Over and under. Throw or be thrown here. Over and under. We'll see if somebody can set up a lateral drop. And Duffy's going to try to back out. Funky's going to stay in there, feel some comfort. 26 seconds now. Trip attempt by Funky. Inside trip attempt. Then Duffy's going to shove him loose and back up. And back to the middle of the mat we go. That's some Beckman Catholic Blazer fans on the edges of their seat in that situation, right to our left. Pretty good crowd here today for 2A wrestling. They've witnessed some great matches through the course of the day, some exciting finals matches. That's going to do it for period number 1. We're going to go to period number 2 scoreless, and it's going to be Funky's choice. He will defer over to Duffy, and Duffy will choose down. Instead, once this match is over, Jamie, we'll have our recap of area sectionals and let you know how the area wrestlers that we are watching perform today. Regional duels will be Tuesday. We'll have several of our area teams wrestling on Tuesday night. And then the 3A regional duels will be Wednesday night. Of course, the Western Dubuque Bobcats will be hosting that. There's a sit-out turn-in by Duffy. Duffy's going to try to turn this into a two-point reversal. And he does. There's a two-point reversal by Duffy as Funky got high riding, and Duffy came to a short sit, basically turned in. Now there's Funky trying to turn back into Duffy. And no back points for Duffy as he had Funky posted on his right shoulder. And Funky had to quickly roll back down to his stomach to avoid that 2 count on the tilt. 112 and counting, second period. Spiral ride by Duffy, stand up by Funky, and off the edge of the mat they go. Declan Duffy with a 2-point reversal on Luke Funky. And there's Funky right to that patented all-4 stand-up. And Duffy's going to reach down and pick up both ankles. And he's got the wheelbarrow drill going on here. Now he's going to switch over to one leg. He's got the right leg of Luke Funky picked up. Probably going to be a back trip here of some sort. There's a back trip by Duffy. Now Funky turns and faces Duffy. It's going to be a 1-point escape, maybe. Not yet, as Duffy covered up. Switched off to a double. He's got Funky sitting on his back side again. And Duffy trying to climb the body of Luke Funky. He does, so Funky's got to bail out. Go belly down. Head lever now by Duffy. Funky comes right back to that stand-up and quickly turns into Duffy. Duffy latches on to the left leg of Luke Funky. Funky with a hard crossface. He's going to pick up a 2-point reversal. Luke Funky with a 2-point reversal, showing some power there as he got his hips out. Now a hard crossface by Funky from right to left, trying to set up a butcher with 8 seconds left to go. I think it's going to be Duffy's choice to start the third period as the second period is over here. Let's see what happens. Well, it's going to be Funky's choice. Got the advantage here. He's going to choose down, and Duffy's going to cut him loose. So Funky will take the lead here, courtesy of the Duffy optional start here in the third period. So you're hanging on to a 1-point lead. You've got 2 minutes left between you and a trip to the districts at Makokata next Saturday, starting at high noon. That will be a very, very tough district, as Assumption will bring their sectional up. Luke Funky in no hurry now. There's Declan Duffy on a body lock, and there's a back trip. He's going to pick up 2. Duffy got right in on an underhook, climbed the body, locked it up, had a bear hug. Now Duffy's got the cross body right in, and Funky up on all fours, shaking Duffy down. Duffy's going to have to bail out. Funky might be an opportunity to score a 2-point reversal. Duffy showing some strength here. There's Funky. He's got Duffy on his back. Could be a fall. There's the fall. I'll tell you what, Luke Funky just powered through that. We saw him do that at the end of the second period and score points. And Luke Funky powered right through Declan Duffy, turned him to his back, got the fall. And Luke Funky will join some of his teammates here at that 2A district next Saturday at Makoka with a fall.
Very great job there by Luke Funky getting in, qualifying for the districts with that fall there. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. I'm going to try to get some things all gathered around here and get ready for this recap here, as we're going to recap all of our area sectionals here in just a little bit, and we'll get some team scores your way here in just a little bit. So stay with us. We'll be right back and wrap this thing all up here from KMCH Sports.
Rife Funeral Home is proud to support all area athletes and coaching staff and wish them continued success in tournament play. They realize the hard work and dedication it takes in the classroom and in the gym. Rife Funeral Home, with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Epworth, and Cascade.
Heiberger Insurance in Epworth and Heritage Mutual Insurance handle a variety of insurance products serving Dubuque and surrounding eastern Iowa counties. Working together with neighbors, helping neighbors remains their focus. You can rely on Heiberger Insurance of Epworth and Heritage Mutual for all of your property and liability insurance needs. Proud supporters of the Western Dubuque Bobcats.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
Del Clay Farm Equipment is your hometown equipment dealer in Edgewood. Del Clay Farm Equipment has preventative service programs with guaranteed prices with a 49-point inspection available. Check them out at delclay.com.
Banking is all about relationships at F&M. We know that relationships take time to build and nurture. They are based on trust, commitment, and loyalty. Relationships don't happen overnight or by chance. They are key to reaching the financial goals of the individual client. Building relationships with our clients and community are essential. F&M Bank, the right choice. Member FDIC.
McDowell Repair is your one-stop shop for all your parts and repair needs, including AC, brakes, batteries, belts, exhaust, shocks, tires, and tire repair. They have highly experienced mechanics that are ready to keep your vehicle in top working condition. Why are you waiting? Call McDowell Truck and Auto Repair at 563-932-2661, located on Highway 13 south of Manchester. Like them on Facebook.
At Georgian Auto in Manchester, their approach to auto repairs is simple. Fix it right and get you back on the road. From tires to transmissions, they fix it all. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is their complete focus.
For all your residential and commercial plumbing, heating, and electrical needs, call Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville. Meyer Mechanical, wishing all area athletes and coaching staff in tournament action continued success.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
Bi-County Disposal Incorporated specializes in commercial and construction disposal needs. They have a variety of containers available from 2 to 30 cubic yards. Whatever it takes, Bi-County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Dubuque and Delaware counties.
D&M Construction does residential, commercial, and agricultural construction. So if you're planning to remodel, build new, or need a hog confinement, pole, or steel frame building, see Mike Sherbring, owner of D&M Construction in Edgewood.
Cooper's Place in Ryan are proud to support all area athletes and coaches in tournament action. They understand the hard work and dedication put forth in the gym and in the classroom. Best of luck from Mike and his staff at Cooper's Place in Ryan.
Welcome back into West Delaware High School and Seedorf Gymnasium here as we are getting ready to wrap things up here on the day as the West Delaware Hawks come away here with a second place finish as scores here real quick as West Delaware head coach Jeff Voss is set to join us here. Monticello in sixth place with 72 points. Anamosa with 101 points is in fifth. In fourth place was Wahlert with 177. Beckman in third with 187. West Delaware finishes second with 196. And in first place is Mount Vernon. And joining us now is West Delaware head coach Jeff Voss. And Coach, talking this morning in the coach's corner, you knew coming in if your kids wrestled well, you could perhaps finish in the top two here today and get yourself a regional duel. The kids definitely did that. You had 4 kids going to the district meet, and some of those kids wrestled very well today.
Yeah, it's it's been a few years since we've been in the regional duel, so we want to get that experience of going wherever they send us and just getting that routine down of getting back into those and keep building on those experiences. So I thought all the kids wrestled pretty tough today. We got a lot of falls that end up giving us quite a few bonus points, and scoring 196 points in our sectional was a pretty good day.
Well, the kids have to understand how much of a grind this is, especially if you lose in that championship match. You could come back and have to wrestle again, and you had that with in 3 weights. You had Luke Farmer at 106 had to come back after a tough loss and wrestle back. 120, Ryan Phillips did the same thing and made short work in that one. And actually that match with Ryan Phillips really sealed the deal for you guys, getting second place. And then Mason Gillahan comes in and does the same thing and gets a fall in that wrestle back. And that's what you guys need to do, and is forget about that last match and get ready for your wrestle back.
Yeah, and that's kind of been our focus. We haven't always had the champs coming into tournaments, but on the backside, our kids have kept wrestling, and right this time of year, it's just advanced to the next tournament. So, those kids that advanced, they'll get a match again on Tuesday night, and then we'll get ready for Saturday to go down to Macokota and try to punch a ticket to Des Moines. Well,
looking at that next Saturday, you guys knew ahead of time that Davenport Assumption sectional was going to be pretty tough, and going in who you're going to wrestle, and you don't want to look back and if like you said last week. If you've gotten beat by someone before, don't look at that all week. Look at what you can do, what things you did well in that match, and things you can improve on in the match if you wrestle someone you've already wrestled once already.
Yeah, and honestly, no matter what happened in previous matches, this is a brand new season, and everybody started 0-0 today, and you just want to win enough, win some matches to get down to Des Moines, and start wrestling your best matches down there, and hopefully whenever that last match comes, you've wrestled your best, and I think we did that today. We had some kids not make it through, but yet they wrestled their best matches of the year, I think, today, and that's all you can ask for.
Well, Coach, great job today. Best of luck next Tuesday night, wherever you guys end up.
All right, thanks. I appreciate all the fans that came in the gym today and supported our team. They've been doing it all year long, and it made a difference. We got them off their feet a couple times today, quite a few times, and it means a lot to the kids. So thanks everybody that came out and supported them.
All right.
And you too, Jamie. Gosh, it's always good to see you.
Thanks, Coach Voss. Jeff Voss, the head coach of the West Delaware wrestling team, here in our post meet. We'll see them Tuesday night wherever they are in their regional duel. Taking a look, we'll recap what we've done here today. As we start at weight class 106, it was Adam Schmidt of Beckman finishing in 5th place. Adam Schmidt from Beckman finishing in 5th place here today. In 3rd place today was Luke Farmer of West Delaware. Elena Sunland from Monticello was your runner-up, as the champion is Jack Stryker of Mount Vernon. So your district qualifiers, Jack Stryker of Mount Vernon and Elena Sunland of Monticello. 113 pounds, Peyton Allman of Anamosa finishes in 5th place today. Evan Woods of West Delaware finishes in 4th place. Your runner-up is Ryan Clark of Mount Vernon, and your champion is Chase Lunsman of Monticello. So your district qualifiers are Lunsman of Monticello, Clark of Mount Vernon. 120 pounds. In your runner-up today was Ryan Phillips of West Delaware, and your champion was Grant Hager of Beckman. And those are your 2 district qualifiers, both from the KMCH listening area here. 126 pounds. 5th place today was Andrew Wall of Monticello. 4th place was Michael Rowling of Beckman. And your runner-up today was Mason Gillahan of West Delaware, and your champion Morgan Rowley of Anamosa. So Rowley and Gillahan, your district qualifiers. 132 pounds. 5th place today was Travis Heinrichs of Monticello. In 3rd place was Brad Roush of West Delaware. Your runner-up was Hayden Smith of Anamosa, and your champion was Justin Light of Mount Vernon. So Light of Mount Vernon, Smith of Anamosa, your district qualifiers. 138 pounds. Finishing in 4th place today was Cole Engel of West Delaware. Finishing in 3rd place was Mitchell Engelbart of Anamosa. Your runner-up was Tony Garcia of Mount Vernon. Jake Raker of Beckman. So Raker from Beckman, Garcia of Mount Vernon, your district qualifiers at 138 pounds. 145 pounds, finishing in 3rd place today. Today was Jackson Feldman of Beckman. Your runner-up was Mitchell Mangold of West Delaware, and your champion was Paul Ryan of Mount Vernon. As Mangold Ryan from Mount Vernon, your district qualifiers at 145. 152 pounds. Finishing in 3rd place today was Tristan Volker of West Delaware. Your runner-up was Grant Oberfell of Dubuque-Wahlert, and your champion was Cody Feldman of Beckman. So Feldman of Beckman, Oberfell from Wahlert, your district qualifiers. 160 pounds. Finishing in 3rd place today was Jack Newhouse of West Delaware. Your runner-up was Colton Bardo of Dubuque-Wahlert, and your champion was Luke Hagman of Beckman. So, and Bardo from Wahlert, your district qualifiers. 170 pounds. Finishing in 6th place today was Jordan Smith of Monticello. In 5th place was Owen Moore of Anamosa. Your 5th place finisher today was Jordan Brees of West Delaware. And your champion today was Owen Grover of Beckman, as he defeated Wahlert in the championship. So Grover of Beckman, Kemp of Wahlert, your district qualifiers. 182 pounds. Finishing in 4th place today was Sam Dolan of Anamosa. 3rd place was Evan Wolfcool of Beckman. Runner-up today was Harrison Goebel of West Delaware, and your champion was Boone McDermott of Wahlert, Goebel of West Delaware, your district qualifiers at 182. 195. Finishing in 5th place today was Brady Antones. Finishing in 4th was of West Delaware. Finishing in 4th was Lake Stahlberg of Monticello. Your runner-up today was Luke Funky of Beckman. Your champion was Sam Moore of Mount Vernon. So district qualifiers are Moore from Mount Vernon, Funky of Beckman at 195. 220 pounds. In 6th place today was Mason Ryder of Monticello. 5th place was Spencer Schlarman of Beckman. 4th place was Sean Buer of Anamosa. And in 3rd place today was Ben Ridenauer of West Delaware. District qualifiers are Jack Cochran of Mount Vernon and Dino Onyuku of Dubuque-Wahlert. And at heavyweight, your 5th place finisher was Garrett Davis of Beckman. Finishing in 4th place today was Jacob Bachelder from Anamosa. 3rd place was Caleb Zeezer of West Delaware. Tristan Worfs of Mount Vernon and Blake Bradley of Dubuque-Wahlert are your district qualifiers at heavyweight. So taking a look at our area wrestlers that advance to the district meet, Elena Sunland, and who they will wrestle next week. Elena Sunland will take on Will Esmoyle of West Liberty in the first round next week. Esmoyle ranked fourth in Class 2A. At 113 pounds, Chase Lunsman of Monticello will take on Justin Holst of Macokota. At 120, Grant Hager will take on Tyler Bossum of DeWitt Central, and Ryan Phillips of West Delaware will take on Jacob Felderman of Davenport Assumption. 126 pounds, Morgan Rowley of Anamosa will take on Coy Reese of West Liberty, and Mason Gillahan of West Delaware will take on Sean Casey of Davenport Assumption. 132 pounds, It'll be Hayden Smith from Anamosa. He'll take on Matt Robertson from Davenport Assumption. 138, Jake Raker from Beckman will take on Justice Dengler, of West Liberty in the first round. At 145 pounds, Mitchell Mangold of West Delaware will take on Austin Beaver of West Liberty. At 152, Cody Feldman from Beckman will take on Abe Michael of Macokota in the first round. At 160 pounds, it'll be Luke Hageman of Beckman. He'll take on Kyle Irwin of DeWitt Central in the first round. 170 pounds, Owen Grover of Beckman will take on Brock Timmons of Davenport Assumption. At 182, it'll be Harrison Goebel of West Delaware taking on Reese Westfall of DeWitt Central. 195, Luke Funky from Beckman will take on top-ranked Bryce Esmoyle of West Liberty. At heavyweight, it will be, we didn't have a heavyweight qualified, did we? We did not have a heavyweight qualified. So those are the matchups next week for our area wrestlers that qualified out of this sectional here today, as we'll take a look at our other sectionals today from around the area. We'll start here with the other 2A sectional where the Independence Mustangs were today, and that was up at Union. As we'll pull up their brackets here, we'll take a look at their team scores before we get underway, as we're right there with that. Team scores, Independence also qualified for a regional duel as they finished in second place with 189.5 points. They were second behind Denver Tripola with 242 points. So we'll keep an eye on, we'll see where the Independence Mustangs wrestle in their regional duel on Tuesday night. We start at weight class 120. Brady Webb of Independence lost. He finished in third place today as he lost in a wrestleback. So Brady Webb finishing in third place today. 126 pounds. Matthew Doyle of Independence finished as a runner-up as he lost in the finals to Riley Wright from Denver Tripola, but Matthew Doyle is a district qualifier for Independence at 126. Christian Kramer from Independence finished in fifth place at 132. At 138 pounds, Tanner Erickson Dale of Independence finishes as a runner-up and a district qualifier. 145, Spencer Shonka lost in a wrestleback, so Shonka will finish in third place today and will miss out on qualifying for districts. 152 pounds, Seth House of Independence losing in a wrestleback to Peyton Pelkey of Union, so House finishing in third place today. At 160, Cole Davis of Independence finished in first place as he won by fall in his two matches today at 160, so to take the title. At 170, it was Jacob Schwarting of Independence losing in a wrestleback to Brady Braca of Denver Tripola, so Schwarting misses out on qualifying for district. At 182, it was Peyton Olting of Independence winning the title at 182. He had a bye to the finals and won 10-8 in the championship match. So Peyton Olting qualifies at 182. At 195, Hunter Crawford of Independence wins the title and qualifies for districts. At 220 pounds, Tatum Friedoff finishes in third place today as he lost in a wrestleback. And at heavyweight, Drew Evans of Independence finishes in fourth place today and does not qualify. So congratulations to the Mustangs. We'll have a full recap of that sectional on KMCH.com, and you'll be able to hear that Monday on the sports broadcast on KMCH as we take a look at the Postville sectional here as Starmont, I don't believe Starmont qualified as the champions of that one. MFL, Marmac, and South Winneshiek are your regional dual qualifiers in the Postville sectional as we take a look at the brackets here. 132 pounds. Mitchell Hayes of Starmont finishes in third place today as he did not get a wrestleback at 132. 138 pounds. John Gilson of Starmont finishing in fourth place today. 170 pounds. It was Carter Kepler of Starmont finishing in fifth place today. 182 pounds, Tyler Lindy finishing in 5th place today at 195 pounds. Looks like Bryce Moyne of Starmont will be in a wrestleback as he will take on Colin Shapira of Sumner Fredericksburg in that wrestleback. And at 220 pounds, Chase Peterman of Starmont finishes in 4th place today and will not qualify there. And at heavyweight, Alex Fedler of Starmont finishing in 4th place and will not qualify. So they have one wrestleback, and that is Bryce Moyne of Starmont at 195 pounds. He'll take on Colin Chapera of Sumner Fredericksburg in that wrestleback. Let's take a look at the sectional in Cascade here as we'll quickly pull up the team scores of that one before we get into the brackets and see if our area teams, I believe North Lynn was winning that tournament. They did. Make sure it is over before I check that. I believe it is. It is over. North Lynn is your team champion today as they defeated Alburnett 198-160. Now there's a tie between Alburnett and East Buchanan, so we'll have to get clarification on who wins that with a tie. It'll go to criteria, but Alburnett and East Buchanan tying for 2nd place here today. As we take a look at the brackets now, as our area wrestlers, we'll just go through our district qualifiers from the area. At 106 pounds, Heath Moyer of North Lynn finishes in 2nd place today behind Jameis Wilson of Alburnett. 113 pounds, Gannon Cook of East Buchanan won the title at 113. Dalton Bell of North Lynn finishes in 2nd place. 120 pounds, Brock Henderson of North Lynn qualifies as he was the champion at 120 pounds. Finishing in 2nd today was Connor Conlon of Cascade. 126 pounds, same for Brady Henderson as he wins the title over Ben Moyer of Alburnett. Alburnett's Moyer finishes as the runner-up. 132 pounds, it was Trevor Cherry of North Lynn finishing in 2nd place behind Mason Wickman of Alburnett. 138 pounds, Kyle Decker of East Buchanan was your champion today, as runner-up was Tanner Hoyer of Alburnett. Spencer Amling of Edco finishing in 3rd place. 145, Braden Noonamaker of East Buchanan is your champion. Chance Downs of Maquoketa Valley is your runner-up and district qualifier. 152, it was Killian Welsh of Edco with winning the title for the Vikings, as your runner-up is Max McGraw of East Buchanan. I feel like just a whole weight was lifted there with all the beeping that was going on. I can hear myself now. As 160 pounds, district qualifier from the area was Kane Hoffman from Cascade as he finished 2nd to Tucker Franklin of Alburnett. 170 pounds, it was Norman Wilson of Maquoketa Valley finishing as a runner-up today as he lost to Tanner Sloan of Alburnett in the championship. Alec McDole at 182 is your district qualifier as he won the title at 182 for the Wildcats. Heath Weber of East Buchanan was your runner-up and district qualifier. 195 pounds, Carter Downer of East Buchanan finishes as a runner-up behind Mason Lyons of Bellevue. 220 pounds, Taylor Fox of East Buchanan is your champion, and Eric Himes of Maquoketa Valley is your runner-up and district qualifier. And at heavyweight, 2 area qualifiers, Kyler Schott of North Lynn is your champion. Payne Delarme of Cascade is your runner-up. And now you see why I wanted John Swisher to do all those recaps here, as we got them all done. Again, you can tune in or check out kmch.com Monday, especially Monday morning, for a look at all of those recaps of the sectional meets and also see how the area teams did, and then where they're going to be as far as regional duels, as we have 3 teams that qualified for regional duels, maybe 4. We're not sure how that's going to end up, with East Buchanan and Alburnett tying for 2nd place in that Cascade sectional today. So, Roger, a great day here. We're going to be doing a regional duel Tuesday night, West Delaware, wherever they are going to be on Tuesday, but a great day of wrestling here today.
Well, it always is, and this is one of those 2A sectionals that is always tough, and when you put 3 teams, 4 teams from the WAMAC here, you're going to see some great wrestling, and that's exactly what we saw today.
Absolutely. Well, that's going to do it for us here today. Want to thank the sponsors of high school wrestling here on KMCH. Without them, we would not be able to bring you the great coverage that we've been able to see, the great wrestling action that we've been able to see, not only today but all season long, as some great wrestling action. So we encourage you to please get out there and shop locally. It's Valentine's Day coming up, so get out there and shop locally for those Valentine's Day goodies. Want to thank Darby Washington for running the board for us this morning a little bit, and mostly this afternoon. Most of all, I want to thank you, the listeners. For Roger Reed, I'm Jamie Vasquez saying good night from the Seedorf Gymnasium in Manchester, Iowa, as you've been listening to High School Wrestling on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH. Have a good night, everybody.
From Delaware County Broadcasting Incorporated, KMCH Radio, Manchester, Iowa.
The KCRG TV9 First Alert forecast for this evening, partly cloudy, turning mostly